Oh boy, welcome to another episode of Off the Rack. I'm Sal.
And I'm
This is
Tiffany.
a comic book review show. We take the books from the past week and talk about them with you guys because we love comics.
That's right.
Almost as much as you, probably. Maybe more. Who knows? So yeah, here's how the show works. We're going to talk about some news. We're going to talk about some books during the show. If you want to sponsor today's show, you can do so by using SuperChats. If you're watching the show live, of course, you can access them right now. It's on YouTube. It's a method by which people can... in exchange for being part of the show, they can pay any number of dollars or cents to make a comment appear in a special designated box that is color coordinated with how much they paid. You can do that and sponsor the show, and we'll read all of those at the end of the show. Well, at the end of the comic review segment, we're going to talk about books. Then we're going to do our book of the week, pick out our exemplary books that we thought were particularly exciting and great.
This is all very true. Don't let Sal's like sort of chill vibe right now make it not feel like it's exciting, because it's super exciting.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
It's really great.
I'm here for it.
Then we're going to talk about your things. Then we're going to recommend some books that are coming out this week.
Yeah, we're going to read your super
out.
chats at near the end of the show. So stick around because it generates some good conversation. And then we'll tell you what we're excited about that's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
no, not tomorrow.
No,
Wednesday. Because today's Monday. Today's Monday. It's not Tuesday, which is what I thought it was. It is Monday.
No, if it were Tuesday, I'd be driving to Zap Comics in Wayne, New Jersey in the next few hours because Zap Comics in Wayne, New Jersey is doing a midnight release for Batman Deadpool #1.
That's
from
right.
Grant Morrison and Dan Mora.
That's right.
The team from Klaus has returned to tell a weird story about Batman and Deadpool that you can check out at your local comic book store, and only at local comic book store until, the digital thing, the embargo lifts, and then you can pick it up.
That's
probably
cool.
A couple days later, I think.
That's exciting. I keep forgetting it's coming out.
Yeah, well, there's been very little marketing outside of it just being in every single DC book. Like every single DC book has an ad for it.
Yeah,
but there's been print is dead, and there's no television advertising.
I just feel like it has to do with the fact that I have like no idea what day it is, like what date it is.
That'll help.
Like I literally am just like, what date is it? Is it November? Why?
It is November.
Why?
That's right. We're actually sprinting headlong into your birthday week. So yeah, that's exciting. You have your birthday. It's coming up on the 20th, folks. If you're interested in wishing Tiffany some happy and hearty congratulations and happy birthdays, you can find her on Instagram at The Real Zoobs. Or you can find her streaming on youtube.com at ComicPop Plays. All links for everything except for the Instagrams are in the description below this video if you want to go ahead and subscribe ahead of time so you can catch Tiffany streaming video game playthroughs, which is a lot of fun. Yeah. And you can check out all the streams from twitch.tv/ComicPop/youtube.com at ComicPop Plays. They're all available on the channel. I made sure of that. So they're all there. Check them out.
Awesome.
And wish Tiffany happy birthday.
No, you don't have to do that.
Make sure to do it, especially on the Thursday of the 20th. I'm going to be at Zap Comics. It's not going to be an official thing. It's just like,
no, you're just going.
When you go, if you were to go there, I'll probably be in the line waiting as well. That's it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to buy my books, then I'm going to go home. So I just recommend it because it's going to be one of the places that's doing a midnight release.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like I saw another local shop was like, hey, that's coming out on Wednesday when we open. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's fair. And they're like, and come early because we're gonna run out. And I was like, oh, or you can go to Zap and not run out at all, and in fact get your veritable pick of the litter because they have a ton of covers. At least when it came to Deadpool, Batman. I know there are a ton of covers. I'm just saying they had a lot of them. Anyway.
Very nice. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Someone also in chat said that I look like I work in a coffee shop, and I wanted to call that out because I take that as like the highest of compliments because it's like I know that's easily a really difficult job, but in my head it's an awesome job.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's definitely a difficult job.
No doubt.
Like it's customer service, it's getting an order right, it's pressure.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm also like, ooh.
And working for peanuts.
Coffee shop.
Yeah, right. I should also mention that more than a week ago, we were honored by the Comic Book Community Awards, who bestowed upon us some awards. We won 5 awards. I think we talked about it in the previous episode. But I wanted to especially thank the audience because without them, we wouldn't have even been nominated. And we won 5 awards, which is unprecedented.
Yes.
It'll probably be the last time we do that. I don't want to even jinx it, but I just want to say, like, thank you so much to the audience who showed up and who participated and listened, and because I mentioned it, and they took that and ran with it. And and the Comic Book Community Awards sent us some awards. I'm not going to open all of them because that would be largely self-serving and aggrandizing. But I'll open up one of them.
I mean, you open them on your own, but like on the show, I get it.
But I'll open up one of them. In addition to that, they also gave us these.
Oh, that's so nice. Can I open that? Can I make a bunch of crinkly noises? Can I do some ASMR? Okay, the ASMR just turned into I literally couldn't get the package open, so ASMR is over.
And here we go. Here is
oh wow, that's totally different than last time, and it's really fun.
Best comic book or omnibus review, which I think should be for Off the Rack.
Wow,
boom. It's a little spinner rack, and it spins. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Immediately wanted to know if it spun.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
like,
that's
look at the craftsmanship that went into
so cute.
Such a great idea for like an award. This is better than the Eisners.
This is really cute. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, this is adorable.
Right? It's awesome.
This is
impressive stand.
This is a magnet. This is a magnet.
Yes.
Oh!
Don't do it. Be careful. Don't put it on your iPad.
Nothing over there is metal, so it has to go here.
Yeah.
But there's also gum in it. It's taking me everything I have not to open this up and eat it.
Yeah, they put some Bazooka Joe, I think, in there, which I haven't chewed in a long, long time.
Do you think this still didn't this come with comics?
What?
Didn't Bazooka Joe used to have a comic inside?
Yes.
There is.
There should be.
There's a comic in here.
Read it.
Okay. Why I don't remember this being so red.
No, it used to be, yeah, I think it was red.
That was pink. All right, here we go. Well, this is like big. Doesn't this seem big? I don't know. Bazooka Joe. Okay, I don't know who any of these characters are. I don't know what's happening here. Bazooka Joe and his gang. I don't know who's saying Pesty. Pesty? Call your Uncle Jim and thank him for the Christmas present he gave you a month ago. There's a person reaching for a phone. Like anyone knows what that looks like anymore.
Like over his face?
What?
Okay, no.
Uncle Jim, I'm sorry I didn't thank you for my Christmas present. That's the next panel. The last panel is, and it would serve me right if you forgot my birthday next Monday. That's the comic.
That's it? That's the whole thing?
That's the comic. Really like weird though about birthdays, but there's a fortune.
Oh. What is it?
I don't like this fortune.
What is it?
It's apropos, and I'll take it. All right, I will take it. So maybe I do like this fortune. Although you will never have wealth.
Oh, wow.
You will have good health and happiness.
Thanks. Isn't that worth
I'll take good health.
all the wealth?
I'll take good health.
Yeah.
I will take good health.
Michael Keaton actually had a great stand-up routine where he just read Bazooka Joe comics, and just like they were so unfunny that him just reading them and like being entertained by them made the audience laugh their asses off. It's really funny to watch.
I don't understand.
Horrible.
There's a code I can put. Why can't I put a code in? Anyway, thank you for the gum.
Yeah.
I look forward to chewing it later. There's paper stuck on it, so that'll be fun.
Yep.
Try to wrap that back up.
But big thanks to the Comic Book Community Awards.
Bazooka Joe always
has the hardest gum.
Yeah. This is nice.
Yeah.
Wham stand? Wampst? Wamp stand. Oh, it's just a kerning issue. On IG and most socials. Please email them. Okay.
I'll be sure to do that.
Neat.
Yes.
This is great.
Right? So big thanks to them for doing that, and big thanks to you guys for showing up and making it happen. There's 4 more of these.
And I have 4, and that means I have 4 more opportunities
to laugh.
To have a good time.
I bet you don't. I bet it doesn't happen.
That I won't laugh
at any of them.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're correct.
I mean,
I'm just literally just confused.
I'll be honest with you. I've never laughed at a single Bazooka Joe comic.
It's also like low key driving me crazy that one of the word like balloons is overlapping another when it shouldn't be. It's just
because they don't have a room.
Just too much.
It's horrible.
What is this?
I mean, look, it's consistency. It's been around for 100
Jed
years.
McKay is consistent.
Yeah. It's the Jed McKay of
No, it is not. No, it
strips.
is not. No.
Anyway, I guess we could talk about comics.
Yeah. Oh, wait, do you have any news other than last week's comics, the ones we're going to be talking about, I heard there was a delay because of the airlines. And so a lot of Random House comics were delayed. And I know a lot of like some comic shops like probably got them like the day of, like instead of getting them like a day before so they could process them and put them out, they got it like the Wednesday they were supposed to come out. And so they had to put out messages being like, just give us some time. We're working as hard as fast as possible to get them processed. Now that said, this actually dovetails into 2 books I desperately wanted to read this week. And I was buying digitally because it's like oftentimes I'll buy like 1 or 2 of like the start of a series from a comic shop, unless I know it's gonna be a mini series, and then I might just get all of them. But I mean, honestly, I probably should have just put Die Loaded on like on your pull on my pull list, and I don't know why I didn't. That's fair. Silly me. That's okay. Maybe when you go to Zap, you could check to see if they have one. Yeah. But I noticed that they were, and I don't know if this is related. I don't know if there's correlation here or not, or if it's just 2 disparate circumstances that happen to be happening at the same time. But Die Loaded and Power Fantasy are not available digitally for me, like in Comixology. Like I bought them. I was just like I just clicked through them, just like buy the ones I wanted to get, right? And then I went back and I went into my Kindle library and I was like, where are my comics? So I'm back. I was like, obviously I didn't complete the transaction. And I went back in. It was like, no, you haven't. And I was like, excuse me? And then I realized what it had said was it was pre-ordering it to like allow me to have it on the 20th. Oh, so it's like Amazon's giving me a birthday present. Yeah, that I paid for
of your books being late. That's bizarre.
So I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, or the fact they're both Kieran Gillen books.
That's weird.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Suspicious.
Yeah, in the chat, someone says the shop I work at, Lunar didn't come out until Thursday. Interesting. So I don't know if Image was just trying to be cool about it and just holding back books to make sure that they like local comic book stores had an opportunity to get them, and if so, that's cool. I mean, not for me, but that's cool.
Yes.
But if not, I don't understand what it is, and I might want to do a little more research. It was just something I just noticed, and then I was talking with you about it, and I was like, maybe
Yeah.
And I was like, it would obviously take just me doing a little digging.
Yeah, a little more digging.
But most I had seen was just people being like, just have patience with us as we try to get these out. And I hadn't even thought about the idea that like,
the airlines.
Yeah, that the airlines would cause a delay to our books as well.
I don't know.
So interesting. I mean, good thing it didn't happen for this crossover.
Yes, that's true. Because people I think are counting on this crossover, myself included.
Yes.
If you know, you know. If you're a fan of the channel, of both channels, youtube.com/ComicPop and this channel, then you know that I'd like to talk about it, maybe on a flagship show, try and get some traction going.
I mean, I think you just get excited about it.
I get really excited.
Really want to talk about it, which I like a lot.
I might even say that I've read it already and that I'm really excited about it. I hoped to have had already shot the episode, but like I needed it in my hands. So I'm just going to punish myself and, be up at midnight, pick up the book, and then go to the
When are you going to put the episode out?
Right?
Are you going to hold it?
I guess I'll hold it for the next week.
Okay.
Nothing I can do.
Well, you did a Thursday release last time.
Oh, that's right.
You toiled through the night.
I did. That's that was interesting. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess we could ask the audience.
Yeah. Would you rather just wait a week?
Yeah, I would.
All right. Then, well, you've made the decision. But that was the only news that I heard of was just that it was like I hadn't thought about that whatsoever.
No.
And like, that sucks for local businesses, right? Like you're relying on this like one big push, this big release of like a product, and then you tell people like not to come, and it's like if you already have a enough time getting people to pick up a pull list, I don't know, that sucks. And
I agree.
Like that's not. There's nothing they could do about it.
No,
but like good for them for like communicating.
Yes.
With their audiences as well.
Though you did get that information later than you might have wanted to. Maybe they could have let them know like a week ago.
Well, they probably did. Like the comic book stores did.
Right, the comic shops did.
I wasn't paying attention because again, I'm just used to buy digitally. I just go in and buy my books and whoops.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I read this book. It's a movie tie-in, so those are always great. But we're gonna try it out anyway. It was Predator Badlands #1.
Oh, you actually read it?
I did.
Okay.
I did. It's a prequel comic that is set before the events of the film Predator Badlands, and it's a story about predators being the protagonist of your story, which could work and arguably did in that movie. Though they've done a bunch of different Predator comics. This franchise is no stranger to the idea of like watching the Predator do his thing, and,
right?
You know,
but I assume that when they're doing a direct tie-in, that it's less about like it goes through different channels.
Yes.
Like in my head, like it's definitely very different.
Yeah, exactly. Credited writer is Dan Trachtenberg with art.
Oh, really?
Yes, though I didn't think that was true. But Ethan Sachs was actually the guy who wrote the story.
Okay.
Dan Trachtenberg actually wrote the story. Ethan Sachs wrote the script.
Okay.
And Elvin Ching drew the book.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a story about like, you know how Deck and his brother have like a history. Well,
yes.
Here's a story that illustrates some of that history. It opens with like kind of a sad story of these another sentient spacefaring alien race is doing their best to like survive.
Just make their way in the universe.
They go into stasis, and then 10,000 years later, the Predators find their ship, and the ship itself is like a kind of protection unit, and analyzes that the Yautja have entered their ship, and then creates an anti-Yautja robot to fight the Yautja and protect the people inside. And what turns out is that they've been dead for thousands of years, and there was nothing to protect. So the ship is sad, and the Predators leave, and nobody gets what they want. It's like, what a weird book.
I mean, didn't the Predators get what they want? They fought a big robot, strong.
They were not
robot.
planning on doing that.
But like, is that not worthy?
I guess it's weird because like they're sent there actually to get like a power supply from the ship by their dad, because their dad's a jerk, and they don't get it. The dad's like, always you are a poor reflection of me because I'm the Den Thor of the Yautja. And it's just
he really is.
Yeah.
Like he really is. And that is why poor Boromir had to die.
Yeah, exactly. This is fine.
I mean, Dick.
Yeah, Boromir died.
Kay?
Oh,
Quay?
Yeah.
Quay?
Yeah.
Poor Quay had to die.
That's right. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't know if it's worth like, cover price, but
yeah.
I don't know anybody even talked about this book, so it's fine. But I read it, and now you had to hear about it.
Ah, good.
But
good.
Yeah. What about you? What do you want to jump into? You want to jump in the Ultimate Universe already, or do you want to wait?
I don't know.
I'm actually intrigued because I do want to hear what you have to say about like something happening in the Ultimate Universe. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's go with Ultimate Wolverine. You watched me read this one.
I did.
And you've not been keeping up, which makes me sad.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Makes me sad.
That's what happens when you tell people that your universe is ending.
Yeah,
like 3-4 months before you end it.
I mean, I still somehow managed to keep up.
No,
with
you
my
do.
3.
No, I just don't care anymore.
That is so sad.
I know.
For you.
I know. The book, they took the wind right out of my sails.
Did not for me.
I like this book. I think it's actually a fine book, but I'm like.
But I think that okay. So like, here's my counter argument with this book in particular, written by Chris Condon with art by Alessandro Cappuccio.
Hey, good. By the way, Cappuccio might go back to Moon Knight. Who knows?
I mean, I've liked a lot of the artists. I would love to see them do like an annual back together. It would feel like the band coming back together.
Yeah.
Feel kind of fun.
The current artist doing a great job.
No, honestly. But I would say this issue in particular made me feel like, as like things are like feeling like they're wrapping up for sure.
Yeah.
Made me feel like the Ultimate Universe, much like the Absolute Universe, like the Ultimate Universe was the first version of like it's not right, it's bad.
Yes.
Right. And like we wanted to go on because we like the stories that are being churned out of it. But the fact is, it's like this book was like, yeah, but it's like it's a bad place and sad things happen.
Yeah, okay.
And like even if it continued on, those sad things have happened. Do you still want to live here?
Right.
Do you still want to see these stories? And I'm kind of like, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah, this issue was like, you could see the writing on the wall, and there was really only 2 ways that this issue was going to go. And I don't know about anyone else who read this issue. I was back and forth which way this was going to go.
Right.
Probably right up until the moment it happened, where I was like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the bad version of this and not like the heroic version of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh man, issue 11, just like a downer, but like a really well written downer.
Yeah.
Like we are seeing essentially Mikhail is feeling his druthers, like he's feeling pretty good, and like essentially like makes a plea to the people to be like, rise up, folks. Like we gotta, like we
gotta
know
take back our world.
Yeah, we gotta stop.
Our destinies have been robbed from us.
Well, at least the Eurasia Republic.
Well,
like we need to take that back, right? Like we can do this. And so like as soon as they see, and like, obviously Omega Red is dead.
Yes.
But
Omega dead.
Thank you for that. Yes. But as soon as they're like, oh, something bad, like, oh, there might be any kind of like uprising whatsoever, we'll just crush them. And so they basically like bring out like an incredible weapon to use against them, and they use it.
Okay.
And like there's an opportunity for Wolverine to kind of save the day, and it does not go the way he wants.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he wanted it to be saved.
Yes. And there's like the hint of there being that like Wolverine feels like, based on a conversation he has with a certain Sabretooth.
Yeah. Yes. Oh no.
That there might be like, he's like, I don't know, like there's like the two of them talk about there being potentially a mole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can't tell if we're clearly
yeah.
making it be Sabretooth who left with those children to go raise them.
Yes.
Maybe traded some information so that he could get away. I don't know. Right? Are we indicating that?
Yeah.
Or is that a red herring?
Oh yeah. I feel like there's only so few books left that it probably is what you think it is.
Yeah. But you remember the brain they had?
Yes.
Yeah, it's utilized.
Oh no.
They make
well, that makes sense.
Yeah, they make like a cerebomb. That's what it's called. Or cerebomb, however you want to say it.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
But it is effective.
Yeah.
It's super effective, you might say. And we do see them potentially like freeing the Phoenix.
Ooh.
Like I thought she was going to be the weapon they were going to use.
Yeah.
But
no.
They went a different way. So I was like, oh, they have that. And also, I think we're going to see a little bit of Magic's limbo abilities come into play, maybe in the next issue. There is like the image for this. I don't know if anybody caught this on the cover, but like Magic on this cover she's like draconic.
Yeah. What the hell?
Really cool looking.
Yeah, I guess she spends more time down there than maybe the other Magic.
I guess. I like that look. It's really neat.
Yeah.
But I thought this was like a really well done issue with like an outcome I didn't like. This is one of those things where it's like, if you can separate yourself from like but I like these characters, or I like this character, and like, like I don't care for like the sake of the story or like where the story is going, that like that wouldn't like a different outcome would happen.
Yeah.
If you can separate yourself, you recognize the strength of the story.
Sure. Right, the story is served first.
Yeah, for certain, I would say in this book, it is definitely served first.
That's nice,
but it's definitely also feeling very much like a Wolverine book. I will say that final there's like a page, it is stunningly done.
Yeah.
Right before like an impact, and it's just like these four major long panels that take up the full length of the page, and then like a smaller one, and they're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're so sad. Like in my head, it's silent.
Sure.
Like it's that moment in a movie.
Yep, where they just drop the sound.
It's just nothing but maybe wind.
Okay.
Just neat and also tragic.
Sure.
Well done. Loved it. And that's kind of sometimes what you'll get from a universe ending, though, is that if the universe was not ending,
right,
would they have had the guts to do this?
Probably not.
And that's where
although
for me, like when you tell someone it has an expiration date, a writer or a creative might be more willing to swing from the fences to tell you a story you've never seen, because they don't have to worry about the longevity of it.
Yeah.
And so sometimes there is a pro to something, like knowing that the universe is ending, and it also puts me on the edge of my seat
because you don't know what to expect.
Right, because when you're reading like a month-to-month book, oftentimes you know that like maybe something will happen, maybe something won't, but like more than likely I'm in a safe spot.
Yes.
Because they have to keep it going.
The main character will make it at the very least.
Right. So, but when the gloves come off like this, you don't know what's going to happen. And like, that's exciting to me to read that.
That's fair. I read this book. It's called Spider-Man Torn #2. It's from a creator you might know who created a series called Babylon 5. This is probably, I mean, it's one of the best Spider-Man books on the shelves because it's like a classic Spider-Man writer who's back on the series, who gets to tell stories about a character who hasn't been infantilized yet, and during a period when he's, at his peak, according to the editorial board, because he's single, but he's also old enough for we can tell stories that are relevant to whatever their lives were like. It's of course written by J. Michael Straczynski with art by Perez. It's a mini / could be an ongoing, depends on what they want to do / how long JMS wants to be on the book, but it is about Peter during his college years, or rather what JMS remembers / cares about telling in his college years. He can make up whatever he wants, but he's at the very least he knows who he hung out with during that time for the most part. And the story is that in the previous issue there's a Germanic magic book that gets stolen. It turns the thief into a harpy of some kind. She's upset, but who cares about that, because we're really here to read a book about Peter dealing with his situation with Harry and Gwen and MJ, and it's just well written. There's a sequence where Mary Jane has a real heart-to-heart with Peter about her place in his life and about what they mean to each other. And of course, if you're reading this from his perspective, JMS's perspective, that he's oh, well, this is telegraphing how they're going to have a rich, full life together and how they're going to have an actual marriage and stuff like that. But if you're reading that at the time, you're oh my God, is MJ trying to jockey for affections here? I mean, it looks like Gwen and Harry are together in this story. That's crazy. And I don't know if it'll last. And the answer is neither of those characters will last. But it's fun to see the interactions and stuff. It's moreover interesting to see just kind of a return to form.
Okay.
It's very much what you feel like everyone who works at Marvel at the comic side wants to capture, but now. I have to assume or believe that someone, editorially speaking, wants to go can we just roll this back? Couldn't this just be what's going on?
Right.
At the same time, though, it's it's just fun. It's well written, but the story is whatever. It's not it's very much a modern rendition of that period. It's not it's a Ron Friends book or reminding you of Tom DeFalco writing Spider-Man. This is JMS writing those characters from his perspective during that time that has been mined to death because there were also 4 Spider titles at the time. But the art's good. Story's fine. I don't really care about the Harpy and the book. Obviously, JMS is also creating characters. He's how about he has a professor who speaks German, and he goes to that professor, and that professor may not be around for very long because, he never comes back or does anything.
Right. Perhaps he'll become a Germanically themed animal villain.
Wouldn't be surprising if he did. So yeah, but it's good stuff. I'm a fan.
Good. So. Great.
Nice.
That sounds awesome.
Good stuff.
I also read a JMS book.
You did
this week for sure.
Yeah.
Can I talk about that?
Yeah, I think so. I think you should.
So I read 1776 because Sal was
oh yeah, I forgot that book came out. It was literally it. I was just oh my God, that's
and I was
JMS wrote a book.
And I had said, I was that's funny because I was going to ask you if you were going to read it because it was a JMS book.
Yeah, and I was going to, but we ran out of time, and I was just I didn't have yeah.
That's fine. So it's written by JMS, Babylon 5 creator J. Michael Straczynski. Yes. Oh my goodness, what happened to me there? With art by Sean Damian Hill and Ron Lynn.
Yes,
Sorry.
Yeah, Ron Lim. I cracked this book for 2 pages before I was I don't have time for this. But I was hey, Ron Lim, that looked familiar.
Yeah,
and that was neat.
So this just feels like such a old school classic kind of story.
Yes.
Very classic feeling, something I would have found almost like a discovered book where I was what's this?
Yeah.
And I'd read it, right?
Mm-hmm.
With maybe a little more modern sensibilities, but it definitely just has
that classic feel to it, or that older feel to it.
Yeah, that older feel to it, where it's just here's a little standalone story. Steve is still the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes.
Because Steve is in this for sure. That was what got me in.
Yep.
He's only in the first issue though.
Well, we're only,
No, he's only in the first
okay.
issue. So it's it takes place during the Revolutionary War, and it, it's we're watching some soldiers on our side, on the American side, I should say, because I don't know where you're watching from.
Right.
You know, and they're just talking like, okay, you know, blah blah, this, that, the other thing, and then like what looks like the Bifrost like crashes down. I don't think it is the Bifrost necessarily.
It looked like the Bifrost to me.
It definitely did. And then we like smash cut to essentially 2 years later or 1 year later, because it was like 1777, and then we're like July 1778, so it's been like a full year.
Yeah.
And Ben Franklin is meeting up with Cagliostro.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like talking dealings, right? Like, oh, we're working on something. And like, essentially, Ben Franklin's about to give up everything in order to try to fix something that has occurred. He's like, we got to fix this.
Okay.
And like, I would give up anything and everything for this place.
Yeah.
For my ideals.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, cool. And so like, essentially, like he dies and his ghost gets like thrown forward in time to go talk to Dr. Stephen Strange, who is like such a classic looking Dr. Strange, which is why I think also it feels like an older book. Like he's got the like the big collar. He's got the long shirt with the sat. Like it is very old school looking Steve.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's asleep, which is amazing because he goes from asleep to I'm dressed and ready to go.
Right. The
way I do when I oversleep.
Right, where you are fully dressed within the span of a
blink.
Yeah.
And
you're not aided by magic, unfortunately.
I'm not. Or am I?
Oh.
So the ghost of Ben Franklin rolls up and is like, cool, hey, I gotta tell you the story really quickly. Time is against me here. Yeah, the ghost, I get to say on this show, the ghost of Ben Franklin rolls up and he explains his story essentially. But I don't got a lot of time. You never have a lot of time. Like when you're dealing with magic and like a situation and like time travel, you don't have a lot of time, right? There's not a lot of time.
Exactly.
And so we smash cut to Spider-Man.
Yes.
Right. You know, it's a JMS book. He's going to write his favorites. So he's written a Spider-Man book. He's written Cap. They're in this.
Yes.
Has he ever written Iron Man?
I don't think he's ever written an Iron Man book, but he has written 4 Iron Man in other people's books.
Okay. But like Spider-Man's chasing down a car. It like feels a little bit like the video game where he's like trying to catch a car thief.
Yes.
And portal opens up and it's like the movie.
Yep.
And so he's taken away. I love Cap sitting there. Like his outfit is nearby.
So
like,
he could
Cap's outfit is just right over here. And he's just sitting on his couch reading a book. And he's just like, okay. Yep. Gotta go.
Yep.
He's always have it in arm's reach. That's meanwhile, I guess Bruce Banner's running through the like Central Park. Maybe Iron Man is great. He's just like, nope.
Oh, he just doesn't do it.
He's like, I'm not doing it. He's like, I expect flowers or chocolates or an invitation to the party. I'm not just going, and just pulls him in.
Oh, okay.
So Steve's like, oh, you need to understand stuff's going down. We flash back to 1777 again.
Yeah.
A British camp this time. There's a woman walking through.
Yes.
She's using magic. There's like a handful of those characters who are villains that might be. And it's revealed that it's Morgan Le Fay.
Right. That's actually like a fun pitch. Is it like what if the British used Morgan Le Fay, or Morgan Le Fay had a pony in the race?
Yeah.
Of the American Revolution.
It's really she's using them, right, to make sure certain things happen. And she has reasons. We don't know what those reasons are yet, but she clearly has reasons why she wants the British to win. What she wants is like, I think she's going to take over most of the US. And then her plan is separate everything into 12 countries. That way, like, they'll never be able to start a revolution again because they'll be fighting amongst each other way too much. You can even start little skirmishes. So she's got a whole plan.
She's like, no, I just want to control the American countryside so I can have an army of Wendigos. The North American countryside.
Perfect. What a plan. But meanwhile, like, Steve's got like, this is a classic like grouping, right? We got Dr. Stephen Strange, we got Bruce Banner, we've got Tony Stark, we've got Peter Parker, we've got Steve Rogers, right? Like this is who's going on this adventure. He's like, this is Morgan Le Fay. Like, Tony, you obviously know her. And he's like, yep. And he talks about 2 times he's run into her, neither of which are this really weird comic I read where he also runs into her.
Yeah.
I was like, Tony, you didn't mention that one.
Well, James like, well, I didn't write that one, nor did I use it as research.
He's like, also, it's weird.
It's very weird. You have a Iron Man story that you like discovered from the 2000s. I want to say, like early 2000s.
Yeah, that I would like to do, but I'm also like, no one's gonna want to watch.
It's an Iron Man book. We'll be okay.
Okay,
it's worth doing.
But yeah, so it's just like, yeah, we're gonna send you back in time. to fix this. And they're talking about time. By the way, also during this conversation, like Tony's like, yeah, one time, like she came to the president and she talks about like Lisa Russell, the sister of Jack Russell. And Spider-Man goes like, I'm sorry, there's a guy named for a dog.
Spider, you never met
apparently according to JMS. But it's funny because
that's okay. So yeah.
So like, but I love that Cap goes like, technically he's a werewolf.
Yeah, exactly. He's not a dog, but he is a werewolf. Yeah, well, Cap is like, I need to make that distinction because like I've been one too.
Yeah, you need to understand.
Yeah, I fight the Queen of Werewolves. I fought in Starwolf.
Yeah,
and I've been a werewolf as well. And by werewolf, I mean a golden retriever, but still.
Yeah, but like stood upright. But like they talk about how like whenever we go back in time, it's always this thing where it's just like when you go back to make a minor change, like
it creates another universe.
Well, like a tidal force will fix it. Like if you take a player off the board that's like is a major force, it will fix it. It'll put someone else in its place. It'll like someone else will step up to that. But how could she possibly make that big a change? And he's like, she's immortal. Right. She's always been there.
Yes.
Like she has a spot in that world, so she can. And I'm like, okay, that's how we're gonna hand wave this away.
Idea.
Sure.
Okay.
Right. So the idea is that they're gonna need to keep this tunnel open.
Yeah.
In order to like Steven and Cagliostro are gonna have to keep this time tunnel open so that they can like preserve this moment so that they can stop her, because that's the only thing you can do. We can't change it when she's done it, but we can prevent her from doing it.
Okay.
But I was like, that's still time travel? I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it too hard. No, don't think about it.
Is that what JMS was? He's like, I'm gonna use the time travel I was gonna use in One More Day, and I put a lot of work and time and thought into it.
I don't know.
I'm going to use it in my like weird American Revolution book.
Right? Maybe. And then Bruce Banner's like, has it like literally Bruce Banner in this because he's not Hulk yet looks like Ethan. Like, look at him.
Yeah, that's Ethan.
And then he goes, I just want to play devil's advocate. Like, would it really be so bad if Britain won the war?
What?
And then explains all the reasons why and like talks about how it's just like the like British abolished slavery in 1833 versus when we abolished slavery. Like, he's like, I'm not saying I'm up for this plan. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. And Cap's like, excuse me.
Yeah. It's already Captain Britain. I'll be damned if it's me.
So essentially they're like, all right. Like, because Spider-Man's like, in theory, like, you might not even exist. And like, he's like, yeah, it's possible. I might not exist. But we don't know.
Right. But for the greater good.
But like, he is so Ethan right now. I'm like,
it's like, well, we should explore all options before we go back in time.
What is happening?
Also, I'm not going because that would make me insane.
You know, he is going. He's definitely going.
That's what Ethan would do.
Yes, Ethan would not go. Like, Ethan would not time travel. I think we all know that. Although at this point, maybe he would.
No.
I think his nihilism might allow him to.
He might. It depends on where / when.
Which way.
Yeah.
And how far.
Well, definitely back. He wants to go. We've done a podcast on No Comment on this channel where he's talked about like where and when he'd go. Yeah. But it would be like ancient times. He wants to see things that haven't been seen.
Okay.
Or things that, he hasn't experienced.
Sure. Yeah, anyway, Morgan convinces the gentleman that she wants to convince to help her.
Sure.
It's gonna happen. They like the British then, because it's 1777, then kill Ben Franklin.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, because
he needs to send his ghost.
But his ghost already went to the future in 1778. But now it's 1777, and they're killing him, which is why he was like, I think my time is short, which is why I think they have to keep the time tunnel open because they have to preserve the moment. Right?
Okay. So that means they can do anything they want in that moment. So they can kill Ben Franklin because if they prevent them from killing Ben Franklin, they never kill him.
I guess. I don't know.
That's insane.
I don't know. We'll see. All I know is Steven's not going.
Right.
Because he has to keep the tunnel open.
And you're like, then I'm not in this book anymore.
Right? Care. Well, they're like, but who's going to fight Morgan Le Fay? She has magic. And I'm like, well, Tony, you've dealt with this before. Yeah. Come on. And he's like, that's cool. Clea's going to go. Because apparently... now, I have nothing against Clea. I just want to put that out there. Yeah. I just want to put that out there. I really don't. I like the complexities of their relationship. I like the two of them together. I am tired, though, of everyone being like, wait, Steven, you're out. And I'm like, because for me, I haven't had like a really like solid, like the JMK stuff was good.
Yeah.
But nothing has ever lived up for me
to Aaron
since Aaron. Right? It's just been fine, right? It's been moments of greatness, but not like just true like wow.
Yeah.
amazing
and
stuff.
No one's just properly given you a Doctor Strange story that wasn't also like, well, we got to upset
But,
the
like,
apple cart. We got to like turn this franchise on its ear.
It just feels like everyone's trying so desperately to be like, who else could be like I'm like, what did he do to you?
Gambit could be Sorcerer Supreme.
Like,
let's just do
what did he
else.
do to you?
He didn't sell enough books, Tiffany. That's what he did.
I guess, but it's like, what makes you think?
Right? Well, I can't wait for the Clea movie you're gonna make. Or the Clea series you're going to launch.
I guess.
The long book you're going to make.
I guess that's what it. Well, it's not just that.
You're not going to do any of those things. It's all going to be on Steve's back.
I know.
Steve is a,
Well, Steve can be
like a hand truck to deliver things that they want.
Like taking care of. He's the Sorcerer Supreme of Asgard. I'm like,
fart.
Okay, cool.
What does that even mean? He can. Why isn't he Sorcerer Supreme of the moon? And then it's like, oh wait, Mark Waid did that.
Really?
Well, no, he's space.
Oh yeah, it was in space.
Remember when he was Sorcerer Supreme of space?
Yeah. No. And again, I have nothing against Clea. It's just like, so funny that they're like
anything else, which is funny because Straczynski's been wanting to do like a Doctor Strange run forever.
Yeah.
And the closest thing he came was writing a horrible Matrix-inspired prequel series that you did on back.
I don't like it.
Which is check out.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's going, but she's wearing her like modern, because they're like, she's the Sorcerer Supreme of the Dark Dimension, and she's wearing her modern costume. So I'm like,
so wait, when is this?
When is this happening? Because
whenever I remember it, I don't know. I'm Straczynski. I don't do any research.
I guess it must be happening during the Jed McKay run after he died.
Yeah,
but before, and before he left.
Yes.
So it's like this very finite period of time where the two of them.
It's just a moment. It's like 20 minutes.
Just there it is. So they go back in time, and we get like a really classic looking like Doctor Strange page like in this.
Oh, yeah, look at him go.
Super classic looking. Freaking like
the kind of thing you want to see.
Yes, very Ditko. That was the name. I'm like, come on, you've got it. It's in there. Just pull it out. So they go back in time and they wear,
like period centric
clothing, and they got a plan. They're like, you got to go here, and you got to stop the Continental Congress from being arrested because that'll demoralize the troops. So Iron Man, you go do that, and Hulk, you have to go and scout.
Smash.
Like you got to go scout. I'm like,
totally like adds a few provisions to the freaking Articles of Confederation.
Like you're gonna send the Hulk
to
scout
to reconnoiter.
To reconnoiter. Sure.
Weird.
So that leaves Bruce, or that leaves I don't know what Clea's doing, but she's doing something, and that leaves Steve and Peter to be together, which I think Straczynski was like, and these are the characters I want to write about.
Yeah, which is weird because Straczynski's like portrayal of Peter and Steve is odd, and sometimes it's like really fun, and other times it's like really weird.
Yeah.
In the Captain America book that he just wrote, Straczynski, that is.
Yes.
It was weird. In the Spider-Man book he wrote, it was really good.
Yes.
It was so good that they stole his line and put it in a Captain America movie. How is it in this one?
Right.
How is it weird?
No.
Is Peter like a puppy dog and asks him a whole bunch of questions about being a nerd?
No. They do have like he definitely treats him like he's younger.
Yes, he loves doing that.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have a conversation, which we've seen before, about how because Peter's like, I don't have my mask.
He's like, but nobody knows who you are.
You can see who I am. And Steve's like, are you someone famous? He's like, would someone would the average New Yorker then or now recognize you on the streets? He's like, no. And he's like, do you know who I am? And he's like, yeah, you're Steve Rogers. Everybody knows that. And he's like,
exactly.
That's the lesson here, kid.
Right. Also, canonically, Steve Rogers does know the Peter Parker Spider. But whatever.
Maybe he's just saying it for everyone else.
Well, he wanted to have that funny conversation. That's what JMS does. He throws away anything that he already wrote or that anyone else wrote just to make for the sake of the scene,
right?
Which sometimes I admire and other times I find frustrating.
The reason that they also want to make sure they have Captain America in there is because the idea is that Captain America obviously studied all these wars.
Yeah, he knows all this crap.
So he knows all this crap, and so they're like, oh, well, they have to go to this battle, and Steve suddenly looks like kind of green around the gills, and they're like, what's up? And he's just like, Battle Saratoga, that they're going to be going to, they're like, was known as the meat grinder.
Yeah.
And Cleo's like, it's going to be worse this time.
Right, because they have magic and stuff.
Well, because it was 2,000 casualties. It might be upwards of 10,000. So we have to fix this.
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
And so like Steve's like, all right, so like we have to go and like link up with blah 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 blah, and like we need to go find out who's in charge. Oh no, Peter's like, who's in charge on the American side right now? Is it Washington? He's like, no, it's Horatio Gates. And I was like, sure.
Okay.
But he's like, but he is an asshole, so we're not gonna go talk to him.
Okay.
Because like he basically befriended. He had a guy who he was friends with at like, and so that got him in. And then like he like jockeyed to take Washington's position as the head of the army, and he got it. So Peter's like, cool. So he's an opportunist. He's like, yeah. And he's like, who do we trust? And he's like, Benedict Arnold.
What?
And Peter's like, really? And then they get caught. Oh. And I'm like, this is really weird.
Yeah, like who asked for this? When is this? Like, I guess because the trade will be out in 2026, it'll be kind of like a centennial or something.
It's so bizarre.
A weird book.
Very strange. Very, very strange, and I don't understand it.
Well, but did you have fun?
I think I did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, everybody.
That's fair. So it's definitely your book of the week. I read this. It's Spider-Man 94, number 3. It's from another JM. This one is JMD Mateus. The art's unfortunately by the same person who's been drawing the series, and I think that's just not going to change for any time, which is a hindrance because like his people are awful and his everything else is fine.
Okay.
Jim Toey. Yeah, it's an ugly book. It's an ugly book. Everyone's faces are horrible, and it's just a real problem. That being said, the story's fun, and like if you don't look at their faces, you'll enjoy it. Like it's literally that bad. Where it's like if I just don't focus on their faces, it's fine. And I'm like, I don't understand like why an editor would be like, this guy. And it's like it's not like this book needs to come out.
Right.
Or it needs to come out on time.
Right.
It's insane to me. Like there's con basements choked with people who can draw and want to draw for pennies on the dollar, who could do it and deliver and could do it amazingly.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, how about this guy who just uglies up every book he draws? It's so freaking weird. Anyway, it's so funny. It's such a funny book because JMD Mateus, he's such a great writer, but also like he can't help himself. Like he has to steal from himself, and it's just bizarre.
Okay,
but because the premise is that it's a continuation of the Spider-Man cartoon show from the 90s. Pete and MJ are back together. They got married when she was a water clone, so I guess they're still I guess they're still married. So they're like trying to work that out because they're like, we love each other, and I guess we're married too, even though Mary Jane, you never actually experienced the wedding because your water clone got married to me. But anyway, let's make it work. And Aunt Anna's, of course, like a bad guy because she like hates Peter. She's not a bad guy. She's just a force of anti-Peter energy next door from from Aunt May's house. Anti energy. That's right. But Morlun's in the book and Kane's in the book, and like, how are we gonna 94 them? Well, in this one, and it's JMD Mateus, so he's like, no, I'm not gonna like do what they would normally do, but also I will because like. In the cartoon show, like they were like, we need to get carnage in the book in the cartoon show, but also no one can punch each other, and there can't be any bullets or blood, or even vampires can't bite you. Like they have to use plasma hands, like suckers on their hands to extract your plasma, not blood. Like that's how kowtowing to the censors they are, and I don't want to hear it. Like,
isn't your plasma where all of your like antibodies are?
Yeah.
Don't I need that?
Well, that's why that's why it's a bad scene when the vampire Morbius comes to suck out your plasma.
Maybe I'm incorrect about that though.
Well, in any case, it's not your blood because they can't say blood because that's too violent. Meanwhile, the animated series of Batman is just running circles around this cartoon. But but anyway, they're like, we got to get Carnage in here because Avi Arad also runs this bitch. So like, let's get him in there. But like, how do we get Carnage involved? Ooh, we'll make him a servant of the Dread Dormammu.
Carnage?
Yeah.
Why?
And Baron Mordo will control Carnage.
What?
And so Doctor Strange will be in the show. So like this random tethers to other corners of the Marvel Universe, but only by way of Spider-Man. So in this one, they're like, how do I introduce Morlun to this Spider-Man animated series? Well, how about like instead of the Inheritors? That's stupid. And I'm like, good call. Because the other JM invented Morlun and he loves his idea. But JMD Mateus is like, he's an Eternal.
What?
Like he's really old, right? We'll just introduce the Eternals and just say he's like a weirdo who like at some point or another got bored guarding the world from like or for the Celestials, so he just becomes like a knight and like goes around adventuring, and then eventually like he gets excommunicated, and so he's just kind of like wandering, history.
Okay.
Then he finds out that he can like absorb totems, and it satiates his or prolongs his life. And he's like, why am I predisposed to eating totems? That's weird. And it's like, that's such a weird thing. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Just nothing like that exists, or even as an idea. But so he's like, I found out I could eat totems, and it makes me like last 100 years. So you're the next totem, Spider-Man. So I'm going to eat you. Spider-Man's like, you're a piece of shit. So anyway, Morland's that. Oh, also, but Morland's connected to the clones, and like, Kane's is still a Spider-Man clone and all that. It's just like, okay. And then meanwhile, while that's happening, who else shows up? It's like, oh, Kraven the Hunter. Gotta get Kraven the Hunter in there because I'm Jamie D.
What?
I wrote this book. So Kraven's here, and like, even though Kraven's a good guy in the animated series, spoilers for the cartoon show that's almost 30 years old, over 30 years old. But Kraven's a good guy. Like, he goes through a whole thing. But now he's back, and he's like, I'm gonna hunt you, Spider-Man, and it just sets up Kraven's Last Hunt for the Spider-Man cartoon show, and I'm like, okay. Oh, but also, like, hey. So I stole for myself to set up Kraven's Last Hunt. Can I fit in anything else? Oh, I got one. How about MJ and Aunt May are talking, and then Aunt May reveals that she knew that's Peter Parker Spider-Man the whole time, just like he did in Amazing Spider-Man 400. And I'm like, oh my God, I like these things that happened, and I like them when they happened the first time, and I like them happening in this, but also it's just so funny that you're doing it. I don't know. He's like, look, I did that 30 years ago. There's a whole new audience that doesn't know that I did that already. And it was a good idea then, it's a good idea now. And I'm like, are you going to kill Aunt May? Because that's what happens. Aunt May's like, I knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man. Oh, no, I died. Is that going to happen in this?
Yeah, maybe Mephisto will show up.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he didn't do that.
They could do Mephisto because he's not technically the devil.
Yeah.
So weird. It's a fun book, but it's just
that's
every once in a while I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. What do you do? Stop. Like, is Vermin going to show up?
Maybe.
And be a lot more toned down?
What?
I don't know. We'll see. Silly. It's a silly book, but it's a lot of fun if you have spare cash.
Yeah, don't bring Vermin into this, please.
Do not put Vermin in this book.
Let Vermin go. By the way, did you happen to notice on the 1776 cover?
Yeah.
That like Sue Storm is on it, and so is Cyclops.
And they're not in the book in any way? Well, listen. Like, for now, this is the trade. This is the cover for the trade.
Oh, okay.
So keep an eye out.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Like, Clea's not there.
No. Well, that wouldn't sell a book. Well,
is
Doctor Strange on the cover either? I mean,
yes, he is.
All right. Well, because we're trying to make money off of Doctor Strange. It's a little bait and switch.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
You should probably talk about this book because I haven't caught up.
Yo.
It's great.
It's freaking great.
And it's doing okay.
Good. This is Event Horizon Dark Descent #3, written by Christian Ward with art by Tristan Jones.
Yes.
I got all the names right.
Yeah, 3 or 4 or 5. 5. There's 5 issues.
Freaking, I mean, listen, you know what you're getting into when you read this book, right? It's like, it's not going good places.
No.
And there's something about that where it's like you recognize it, that it's more or less you're like, how will we get there?
Yes.
As opposed to like being like, oh no, why did this book take such a turn? You're like, you knew where this was going. And I got to tell you, like, the darkness in this is so well done that like it feels like, how could it get worse? And then they find a way. They find a way. It's just like it's an expert misery fest.
Ooh.
In the not in like
the kind that you want.
Yes.
As opposed to like an Eli Roth movie where it's like, oh, no one wants this for any reason.
No, it's just like, it is so well done, well handled. Like, I am invested in characters I know who aren't going to make it because of how well they're telling the story.
Yes.
Like, I'm invested. Like, I want to see their trauma. I want to see it, like, this whole thing blow up in their face. Like, this is just hubris. This a whole thing's hubris. And like, as we peel back information about some of these characters, like as to why they went, like the doctor, like one of the doctors, I believe it's Yusuf, why he goes, I'm just like, oh, so amazing. Like, that's like his arc is in this, essentially. It's like, why did he go? What ended up happening?
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, like, there is something like so dark and poetic about his demise. It's just brilliant. It's just one of those things where I couldn't explain to you like why
you love this book so much,
right?
Outside of the fact that it's just like a well executed,
and that's like what it is. Like I loved Event Horizon, and again, like you've heard us say it like 1,000 times, but it's like if there are elements of Event Horizon that you liked, and especially like when it came to like some of the darkness or some of the like the supernatural, the mythology, the all of it, right? And but it, like you were maybe like, but why did it get weird and goofy? Why was it?
What about all this Paul W.S. Anderson crap?
Right. Like if you were like, if that wasn't there, it would have been better. Then you should be reading this.
Yeah.
Again, like you should be reading this.
Yeah. This is we've been pitching this book as like it's what you remember liking about Event Horizon.
Yes. It's that. And it's also just like, you know, once you know the ending to Event Horizon and kind of how they all got there or you know, the whole thing, it's just like, it's spectacular. It's so human.
Yes.
That they've done it twice.
Right.
I was like,
yes.
Like, oh, it'll be different. It'll be different. Or just that one person wanted to, I don't know. There's just something so great about this book. The art's great. Tristan Jones really doing a good job.
Christian Ward, you know, he did that Batman the Madness.
Yes.
Or City of Madness.
City of Madness. If you read Batman City of Madness,
Eldritch Horror.
Eldritch Horror for sure. I would say this is darker, but like it is still like if you liked his storytelling in that, if you like the below part of things, like the Gotham Below, if you like those elements, you're probably gonna enjoy this. And like I said, like if you know anything about Event Horizon, like
you know
you know enough about it, but there's definitely some moments in here that are just like, oh, it's well like depicted, but because it's so well depicted, I'm like,
oh no, it might actually. I think it goes harder than the movie does.
It 1,000% goes harder than the movie.
By the way, if you are interested in getting more, if you want to know what Tristan Jones's favorite issue is, we talked to Tristan Jones at New York Comic Con, and there's a whole conversation about it on this channel where we just get into it. And so if you're like, I want to know more, but I also don't want to be spoiled, you can enjoy that interview and actually just get more hyped for Event Horizon.
Yeah. I mean,
this is licensing done right.
That's exactly what it is. This is licensing done right. Like 1,000%. Just staying true to it, almost more so like than the actual product.
Yeah, or like delivering on the product better than the product.
Yeah. So I it's a high recommend for me, and it's not a big investment to get caught up to this point. Trust me, like getting them all, just like powering through them. It won't even power through them. It'll be a treat. It's one of those things where it's like, I didn't even wait to leave this last. I was like, I'm just going to read this. I'm excited. And I was like, so good. So good.
Well, good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, how many more do you have?
I got like 4.
Oh, then go ahead.
Well, I got this. I read this with great interest. Batman Static Beyond. Oh. Your browser has failed to connection with your audio.
Uh-oh. No, I still see it. It's still going.
It's still there. Why did it...
Do you guys, does everyone still hear us?
Let us know.
Let us know. Put some bars in the chat.
Yeah, but some bars. Let's see some bars. But yeah, Batman Static Beyond, or Batman Beyond Static, I think that's what it's called. Which I remember seeing like art for it on social media, and I was like, oh boy. And then I've seen a lot of previews for it on other books, and I was like, all right, here we go. It's written by Evan Narcissus with art and writing by Nicholas Draper Ivey. This will be one of the first forays for me into like Batman Beyond in comic form. It just reads very similar to like the cartoon, which I think is a high praise because I love Batman Beyond. It took me a little while because I was like, I didn't understand that like Batman the animated series was canceled. I was like, wait, why am I doing this? And it's like, look, they didn't have to do anything. They wanted young Batman. That was the pitch from Warner Brothers. It was like, give me a teenage Batman.
Right.
It was like, ugh, what a horrible pitch. But
oh my gosh.
But they figured it out. They were like, how about this? And then Hollywood Forever was like, this is stupid. We hate it. But yeah, because there's never been a friggin' Batman Beyond adaptation outside of Return of the Joker, which like, you know.
Sure.
But you know, we've had Static crossovers with Batman before in the animated form. We've seen old Static in the Justice League Unlimited universe, which was set during the Batman Beyond universe as well. So this is a natural continuation. It's literally just more it's a new story about the Justice League from the Batman Beyond universe, and also Static and Icon and the Zeta Project are there.
Okay.
From the cartoons.
Okay.
Though I don't think they used any other milestone characters in the Justice League Unlimited universe, but in any event. The story is just like the Earth is being tested by a galactic federation that's looking to induct Earth, but we have to go through like this weird trial period.
Okay.
And so we're being tested, and then there was a big interstellar war that takes place that kind of interrupts things. Meanwhile, Terry is going home. He's got to deal with school and being Batman, and it's an interesting, albeit ping-pongy kind of book where the tones and concepts kind of they're not terribly homogenized. They feel kind of very disparate, when we're doing we're focusing on what Virgil and his family are doing. It is the art is so well blended with the Batman Beyond stuff that you just kind of get lost between the transitions. You're kind of I see what Batman and Static are doing, but what do Virgil and Terry's stories have to do with each other? And right now it's not much outside of this kind of undercurrent of protests and corporate greed. And obviously we're going to tie that in with Static's new origins, because they changed his origin after the New 52 and then after the Rebirth and everything like that. They were let's not focus on the Philadelphia bombing so much. We're going to do Black Lives Matter protests and talk about that being the Big Bang.
Right.
I'm I don't know. Anyway, I'm not, you know what? I ain't from the Dakota verse, so I can't speak to it. But it's fine. I wanted it to be, I don't know, a little more, I guess a little more Static. But it's old Static. So it's really more about Static's. It's not about Static's fame. We see it from this perspective of Static. He's the main character, though. It does feel like a Batman Beyond episode.
Okay.
So in that regard, it's that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I didn't expect it to be as faithful as it is. So I'm still wrapping my head around it.
Okay.
But if you are missing Batman Beyond, if you loved the Zeta Project crossovers with Batman Beyond or the Static crossover, and also were a fan of the future Justice League, then you'll probably enjoy this.
Right.
Though I will say that the future Justice League, yeah, okay, yeah, that it all jives, yeah. So if you like all that stuff, you'll probably like this.
Okay,
it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun. ...
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a one shot or
no? It's a continuation. It's a miniseries. But yeah, it's fun.
Fair.
That's all I can say about it.
Okay.
But yeah, but I believe it's a miniseries.
Maybe you need another issue.
Oh yeah, I'll read another issue.
Yeah.
It's also an Elseworlds book, so keeping that brand alive. I appreciate it.
That's nice.
Good use of that. And hey, what were we talking about? Something with somebody who did an Elseworlds book, or a book that wasn't Elseworlds, and then it became an Elseworlds book. They're going to rebrand it. And I was like, hey,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I was like, oh, are you going to retroactively make all those Vertigo books that became Black Label books back to Vertigo books?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But
whatever, that's fine.
Interesting.
So yeah, jump into it. What do you got?
Let's talk about Gargoyles Fantastic Four.
Yes, let's talk about Gargoyles Fantastic Four, which is the second
yes.
of the Fantastic Four Gargoyles.
But it's another
crossovers.
number one.
Yeah, but it also is a continuation of the previous book.
It feels like yes. For sure.
Yeah.
This is Gargoyles Fantastic Four, written by Greg Weisman with art by George Kambadias. And you read a little bit of this.
Yes, I did.
Not for you?
I felt like the writing was fine.
Yeah.
I like the writing better in the previous one, but it's still the same guy, and the voices are all fine.
This one feels a lot younger, and it's dealing much more with some of the children,
kids, yeah.
So they're doing that episode where it's just watch some of the kids
let's have all the characters you like take a backseat to the kids.
Yeah, but listen, at least Elisa's in it this time, or Elisa is in it this
Elisa
time.
I was
like, hey, she's in this one.
Look, there wasn't a lot of room in the last one for her. I appreciate it.
Essentially, it's there's a situation in which a grouping of two gargoyles and two members of the Fantastic Four, it's 50% of the Fantastic Four, right, are underground where Mole Man is, and he's got an army of dragon kaijus. Like Fin Fang Foom is there.
Yeah.
And like
because
some dinosaurs.
Well, sometimes Mole Man is in charge of Monster Island. Fin Fang Foom sometimes lives there.
Yeah,
so it's fine.
But like, so we got Johnny Storm and the Thing and Angela and Broadway, and then they have to deal with this. But obviously, they can't do it alone, so they need help. So they call in, and meanwhile, at like the Fantastic Four's like headquarters, the rest of the Fantastic Four are there, plus some of our other characters. This time, it's just Goliath and Elisa and Brooklyn and Angela's underground.
That's right.
And Brooklyn and his wife.
Right,
which I don't know the name.
We fell off the book, so I don't know who the hell any of these characters are.
And their kid. They're gonna come up with this. Reed's gonna invent something and fix it, and they're gonna be right there, no problem. So while they're dealing with like we're gonna be there, no problem. We'll like check in with our crew in the tunnels.
Yes,
but like, of course, it can't just go well, right? Like Mr. Fantastic's doing his thing, but it's like, oh yeah, like these guys bring this machine in, they're like workers or whatever. Oh, it turns out they're not really workers. There's something else. And and like it's leading off of the Dragon Man thing. Like they got Dragon Man back, and like Valeria and Franklin are like, why are mom and dad why isn't dad like making this a priority? They should fix him. And Nash, who I believe is the son of Brooklyn, is like, like cool, like, oh, do your parents also not listen to you, and blah blah blah, right? It's kids. Fine. It came from a kid's show. It makes sense that we would do something like this, right? So like Valeria's like, that's fine. Like we can. I'm just as smart as dad is, so like I can fix him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like Gargoyle and his son Gremlin.
Wait.
Family.
Yes. Gargoyle. I thought you were
family.
Yeah, family. And at the end of the day, that's
the Gargoyle.
Yeah.
And his son Gremlin.
Yes.
Have infiltrated the Fantastic Four's building in those containers that were being brought in by a couple of Russian folks. Oh no, they're inside of them. That's right. They are the containers.
They are the containers. That's right.
They are the containers. And they're working with Cold Steel. Who if you saw that episode, it's like, oh yeah, Cold Steel.
Cool.
Or even reading the comics, whatever. But for me, I'm like, oh yeah. And they're going to go into the negative zone.
Yes.
So Gremlin, son of Gargoyle, is going to save Dragon Man because Cold Steel goes ahead and like uplinks with him, and they're gonna go into the negative zone together for some reason.
Like, what are they doing in the negative zone?
Exactly, but don't worry, the kids follow as kids are, which I think is hilarious because like they run into the negative zone, and Gremlin is just like, children, no.
Oh my god, they just ran in.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no,
that is unsafe. I am a father.
Yeah,
that is not good. I know I sent my kid in there, but he was like in a suit. It's fine.
Yeah, he's titanium man.
It's fine, but like, you don't do that.
Right.
And Cold Steel's like, that's cool. I mean, like, whatever.
I don't care. I'm a robot gargoyle.
Like, just that's cool. That's whatever. Yeah, good. They're gone. Oh no. And like Gremlin or Gargoyle's immediately like, oh
jeez,
that was not part of the plan.
The thing is gonna kick my ass.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. Meanwhile, Lockjaw shows up.
Right? Well, why not? Inhumans are really just
sensed
characters.
Danger. So
what
he is.
Oh, that's weak.
He's a good boy, and he shows up.
Okay. Can you imagine you humans, you're doing something really important, and then your car leaves because it senses danger for somebody else.
I guess so. That's not good.
Yeah. No, it's not.
And what are Dragon Man and Gremlin doing? They're meeting up with like.
Well, they're going to the negative zone.
They're going to the negative zone, so they find Annihilus.
Oh, okay.
And I guess their plan is that Annihilus.
He's got wings too.
Yeah.
Get it? There's a guy named Gargoyle.
Yeah.
And the previous crossover there did use Gray Gargoyle. Don't worry.
That's right. I forgot.
So, what other winged characters? Can Fin Fang Foom be in this? Oh, right. He is.
He is.
Hey.
He is. But Annihilus is there. And I guess he wants to get out.
Yeah, he always wants to leave.
Yeah, he wants to take over the negative zone.
Every time they use the negative zone,
There's
like
plans.
every time that Reed uses the portal, there's always a risk that Annihilus will just jump out and be like, ah.
Right. But the plan here is that he's going to trade off because he has a bunch of like raw ore that can be made into adamantium. And so like Gargoyle's going to take it to make armor for himself and his kid.
Cool. Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
Cold Steel's going to take his share and make a new adamantium body.
I mean, he'd be unstoppable.
He'd be unstoppable, right?
Yeah. That sounds great.
But yeah, like our the kids are like, we like Nash is like, oh, we should go and stop him. And like, remember before when you saw Cold Steel and you're like, we have to get out, like we can't fight him.
Yeah.
Like The Nihilist
is much worse.
Yeah, we cannot.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Okay.
They're like, we need a distraction. And that's when like Lockjaw with Sue Storm and Nash's mom and Elisa show up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, there's our distraction. And their plan is to like, I guess, mess with the ore.
Yeah. Make it unstable or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Fantastic, Brooklyn, and Goliath stay behind. Mr. Fantastic's going to try and close the portal.
Yeah, don't put them in the book.
Because,
I don't want to see them
essentially,
do
like, well, no, they're fighting. They're doing stuff. They're over there. They're doing their thing. But they're like, Sue was like, Reed, close the portal. We all know we can get into the Phantom Zone.
Right.
Or the Phantom Zone. The negative zone.
Superman's like, really?
Yeah. Hey, I'm here
Me too. Have you checked out DCKO on sale now?
Isn't Franklin Richards like?
Yeah, he's a fan.
He's a fan.
Yeah, they need to do that. They'd be like, hey, by the way, Franklin Richards had Superman's cape somewhere.
Yeah, cute. But she's like, because they've got Lockjaw.
Right.
Like,
we can go anywhere.
Yeah. So
wait. I don't remember if Lockjaw can go to other dimensions.
Well, he can in this.
Ah, jeez. All right. Fine.
So because like
we don't even need access.
Reed is
like
Reed has like such an Ethan moment where he shows up and he's just
like, this is all a disaster.
He's like, all right, you can't just open that. We didn't do this.
Yeah, because Reed knows every time I open a window to the friggin' Phantom Zone or negative zone. Now you got me saying it. And Niles is always like, whoa. He's like,
no. He's like, antimatter could leak into our universe. Like, we could wipe out Manhattan. Are you out of your minds?
All right, you do that all the time, Reed. Don't worry about that.
Well, because he's like, you didn't do the protocols.
Ah.
He's like, there's like, you're supposed to do X, Y, Z before you just open the negative zone. And he's like, you just open the negative zone.
Yeah, all right.
So like, Brooklyn and Goliath are fighting off Cold Steel while also like trying to close like doors, and like Reed's like doing calculations. He's being he's
doing the Reed thing.
He's managing.
Yeah, he's Mr. Fantastic. He's not a warrior like the rest of them.
I know. They're such warriors. Needless to say, Elisa like does what she does best in these situations, which is like tries to outthink everyone, which she does, right? Like often, like, listen, can she fight? Yes, but she's not gonna punch an Nihilist, right?
No.
She lets the other girls take care of that.
Yes.
But she's like, wait a minute. She's like, maybe the problem isn't like the fight. Like the fight isn't the point. Like they want that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? If we take that stuff, yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah.
So like she's like, we'll get Lockjaw.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's like, Sue, Katana, that's what her name is. Fall back. So they like use Lockjaw, poof in, grab the kids and the stuff, and they poof away.
Okay.
And like Niles is like,
what just happened?
All right, cool. I'm gonna kick your ass, kid.
Yeah. Right.
How about that? How about I kick your ass?
Right.
And so our intrepid crew poofs back in. Cold Steel immediately is just like, okay, they're back. Oh, they also have Dragon Man. They brought him back as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They disabled him and they brought him back.
All right.
He's with the Lockjaw crew, and he's like, okay, Dragon Man is back. Deal's probably off. I'm gonna go, and he just flies away.
Yeah. Well, because Greg Weisman's like, well, this is episode 22 minutes, and he's got to leave.
He's got to go. He's too smart for this. He he loves this world. He loves being a robot.
Yeah.
It's like, bye.
Yeah, bye.
And off he goes. And I love this because like Reed goes like, I'm barely keeping up at this point. Like, what?
Right?
What?
Yeah.
Just blowing his mind right now.
Why would you make a book that makes your own freaking characters confused?
I think it's just things are moving more
too
swiftly.
Fast.
I think it's that, and also like Reed, I think is very used to being.
Yeah, it's like this is gonna be like 6 or 7 issues, right? And they're like, no, it's just one. We're done in one.
Yes,
and
also like I have the plans, and you all solved this
without me. That seems insane.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Someone must have done something wrong.
Okay.
And so he's like, all right, we gotta close the portal. So like, come on, look at Goliath, like close it up, and like Gargoyle's like, my kid's in there, and he jumps into the negative zone.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, yeah, it'll sort itself out.
What?
It's fine. Whatever. They're like, hey, we did it. And nothing's more important than family.
Except for the ones that we'd stranded in the negative zone are going to
be
we don't ripped apart by bugs.
Whatever.
Okay.
They'll be fine. Valeria finishes reprogramming. That's what it was. She was going to reprogram Dragon Man. That was her plan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so she was working on that while the fight was happening. And so she completes that. Dragon Man's back to being like a guardian and friend.
Yep.
And everyone joins the fight down with Mole Man
yeah,
to fight the kaiju, and they do it, except for the kids who stay behind, and Elisa stays to babysit.
Oh, good use of her talents.
Yeah. as always. And
Yeah,
and then
Hudson do it.
And then the gargoyles all perch on top of the Fantastic
the
Building.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, yeah.
And they're like, neat.
Neat. How'd you like it?
I think it's cute. This one, like, I like the first one better, but this
Yeah.
is definitely in the same vein and feel of like a Gargoyles episode.
Yes.
Really like weird pairing. Like, this is not the crew I would have put together necessarily.
No, but they also did that already.
I think it's really, I think it's interesting for sure. I mean, like, I think if like Weissman wanted to do like, you know, some of like, he's done some darker storylines within Gargoyles where it's just like, you know, like immediately, not just because I think she's a cool character, but it's like obviously he's dealt with people, you know, like Macbeth and you know, like the Hunters and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
just Demona
you
in general
have
is,
like
out.
you should have Elsa Bloodstone roll up, and it's like a little lesson for everyone where she's just like, I'm here to kill you,
right?
And then they get trapped in like the Savage Land or something.
Yeah, that'd be kind of
and
cool.
like she's like, all right, you're not monsters,
right? Cool. It's not like Greg Weisman doesn't work for Marvel or write a Spider-Man book right now, like.
So like I thought it was really fun though, and like the end of it says like never the end.
Aw.
So I'm like, all right,
that's nice,
cute.
Yeah.
Cute. Like it scratches an itch. Like I haven't really checked in with the Gargoyles for a long while.
Yeah.
I kind of just fell off the boat. I probably should get back in.
I agree.
I like the world. I really do. I like the world. I like the building of it. You know, like there's so much about this that's coded to me.
Oh yes.
But yeah. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Fun stuff.
Continuing crossover corner, I read
crossover corner.
I guess we'll talk about Thor, Shazam. That's right. Marvel and DC had stealth crossovers that came out on each of their own apps. So if you were a Marvel Unlimited fan, you had access to Thor, Shazam. But if you had DC Unlimited, then you had access to Flash, Fantastic Four. And this was a shrewd and obvious method of promoting each other's subscription services, which is exactly what they should be doing. That's why these exist. I'm like, that's fair. That's exactly what you do. I just wish you'd promote it in any way.
Right.
Why did I have to find out about this in the Discord the day it came out? I don't know, but here we are.
Right. I mean, how would they have done it?
I don't know. Anyway, but like we know that neither of these companies, particularly Marvel, promotes their books. So least of all books that also 50% belong to someone else. In any event, this is an Infinity book, so you're gonna have to read it like it's a Webtoons comic, which, you know, take it or leave it. I mean, these are the crossovers, folks. Like this is how we're getting it. You know, but it comes on the heels of the upcoming Deadpool or Batman Deadpool crossover. This one in particular is you know, look at Shazam and Thor, and hey, they're wearing their iconic costumes, unlike in 1996's DC versus Marvel, in which 50% of them are, although Shazam was called Captain Marvel at the time.
Right.
But outside of that, Thor's wearing an S&M costume that only existed for like 2 weeks. Dating the book horribly.
Sure.
This is written by Al Ewing and art by Jethro Morales, and it is literally just what if Thor goes to the Rock of Eternity?
Oh, okay.
It turns out that like Mr. Mind steals the powers of gods across the Marvel and DC universe, and one of those gods is Thor. So Donald Blake is brought to the Rock of Eternity by the Wizard and Shazam, and or as I think I'm going to start calling him, Captain Thunder, because I believe it was post-Crisis. They had planned on rebooting Captain Marvel.
Okay.
And the plan was they were going to make him, Billy Batson was going to be a small black kid.
Oh.
And Shazam's name was going to, or Captain Marvel's name was going to be Captain Thunder.
Okay.
Because that was originally going to be his name during Wiz Comics when he was invented.
Oh.
And so they're like, we're going to get past all the Marvel shenanigans by just calling him Captain Thunder.
Okay.
And it's 1986, so people will just get on board if we just do it now. And they were like, we're not going to do that. So they did. But Captain Thunder solves all your problems. Anyway, so Captain Marvel is at the Rock of Eternity. And Mr. Mind, you know, the worm.
Yeah, I know.
He's like all buff because he's stolen the gods' powers, like Mephisto and Darkseid.
Is he still a worm?
Yeah, he's a worm. He looks like.
Does he have like legs?
Yeah, he looks like sexy Squidward. Like, you know, he's all like sexed out. He's got abs.
Because
he's got all these powers, including Thor's powers.
Right.
So
Can he cocoon himself and become a beautiful butterfly? Though?
Well, yes, we know that, but that's only because that's what his end game is in 52. Spoilers, but like,
really?
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. It's all about trading and doing stuff like, both the powers are derived from lightning and stuff.
Sure. Does Shazam try to lift Mjolnir?
There is no Mjolnir. It's in the form of the stick that Donald Blake used to wield. Right. But when he taps, it doesn't work because he's not Thor anymore. So Captain Marvel or Captain Thunder or Shazam or the Captain taps it, and then he gets Mjolnir.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's just silly. It's just watch them trade their powers. They both can become each other. Like, they can both become their own characters using each other's thunder or lightning. So yeah, and they like trick Mr. Mind and they take his power. And, because the other thing is, like, every time that like Thor unthors, then the power goes back to Mr. Mind. So now Mr. Mind is like 1/10 more powerful because he's got Thor's powers. And it's like, man, Al Ewing, what the hell happened to you? But this is fun. It's silly and goofy, and but it's also like, it takes itself seriously, and it all takes place within the Rock of Eternity, and the Wizard and Shazam are like, what the hell's happening? It's more like the implication. Like, I'd like to have seen Mr. Mind steal powers from Darkseid.
Yeah.
Ultimately, what happens is they trick him, and he relinquishes his powers, and then they like destroy his vocabulator so he can't speak the words to like bring on the power again. And then they have to give the power back. So they have to go to each of the gods that he stole from and like return the power, which we don't see because that would have been fun. And they're like, I think we're going to start with Darkseid and go from there. And he's like, no, they'll squish me. It's really fun. It's a weird, goofy book, but you get to see Shazam and Thor team up / trade Mjolnir.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a cute moment where like Donald Blake is like, wait, and he picks up Mjolnir. He's like, oh, I'm worthy too. I always wondered.
Oh, just if he was worthy by himself?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Every time this is not contributory whatsoever to your review of this. Every time you say Mr. Mind, I think Mr. Mime from Pokemon.
Right.
Yeah. But like, they're just fighting Mr. Mime.
Right. Well, it's not. Which, I mean, he might as well, if his talker is broken, he might as well be a mime.
Yeah.
But then they did a Flash Fantastic Four crossover on DC Universe.
Yes,
Infinite.
I like that this looks like a folded poster.
Me too. And it's frustrating because like this was the DC one, and they were like, "Well, we're gonna try." That being said, actually, the Captain Marvel one was easier to read than the Flash Fantastic Four one in terms of like its like expansion or exploration of the space. There's a lot of dead space in this one in terms of like just white dead space for the scrolling, which is a shame. But the story is no less fun.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to pull up the
that's
the data about who the hell
absolutely.
Made this.
Yeah, I really like the cover is striking.
I know, I love it. I want a poster of these.
So striking.
Yeah, it's Jeremy Adams with art by Adrian Gutierrez.
Okay.
This is really fun. So Gorilla Grodd attacks the Fantastic Four at their house, and he like knows that Reed has all kinds of inventions to like expand his mind and take over. And so and he's also taken over the mind of the Flash, so he sends the Flash to beat the Fantastic Four, which he like just whips around the room.
Okay.
And Reed's like, "Oh, a speedster. We've fought those. Sue, put up a wall, like an invisible wall." So Flash like smashes into it. They call it the Quicksilver protocols.
Okay.
And so he gets like mind, like he hits the wall so hard that like it shakes Gorilla Grodd out of his mind, and he's like, "Oh hey, I'm Barry. We have to deal with Gorilla Grodd. He's gonna steal your shit, and he's psychic and stuff." And then they like kick his ass anyway because they're like, "We're not like." I think Ben just punched him in the face.
Sure.
He's like, "I don't know if he's not still whammied, so I whammied him again." Grodd figures out that Reed has like a special pen that is also an interdimensional transport module, and so Reed. Under the mind. Oh, first Grodd uses he goes into every single member of the Fantastic Four and uses them against each other. Then he takes over Reed, and he makes Reed send everyone away through the multiverse, so that he can make Reed give him the mind augmentation machine. That now that everyone stopped talking and bothering Grodd, he can focus on what Reed is thinking about, and what Reed is trying his hardest to hide from Grodd. And he's like, oh, you really don't want me to use that special thinking cap thing, so I'm going to get that. And so, yeah, send everyone away, and so everyone gets sent away. And so Flash and 3 out of 4 members of the Fantastic Four end up getting sucked through the multiverse. They end up tapping into the Speed Force and entering that. And so Barry makes Sue make a sled that they can all hop into so he can pull them and run. He's like, unfortunately, like, if I'm running through the Speed Force, we're going to catch attention of like foes and friends. So we got to be careful, watch out. So Barry runs while the F4 fight off problems that might arise from the Speed Force, which include they go to the future, so they run into Thawne, so they fight Thawne for a minute, which is fun. They end up bumping into Impulse because he's from the future, and Impulse is like, hey, do you guys need a hand? And so he helps them punch the people. They bump into Wally, and Wally gives them a boost.
Aw, yay. Good for you, Wally.
It's just a really fun story that like I wish was a regular comic book, so I could see like big double-page splashes of the Fantastic Four fighting rogues. I mean, they will reprint. There's no way they won't like... Actually, there's a very strong possibility they won't, because like it's Marvel and DC. There's still no new hardcover JLA Avengers. But I mean, there should be a freaking printed version of this that like really explores the space. But yeah, you know, and so they get there and Grodd puts the thinking cap on. Oh no, we're too late. Actually, it's a dummy cap, because Reed was like, I knew that you wanted me to think about something, so I thought of the thing that you thought I wanted, but actually was the thing you wouldn't want. And you know, it's like, don't think pink. So I thought that pink, like, oh, what's he thinking about? Oh, he's thinking about something he's trying to hide from me. Well, that must be the thing that I'm trying to find. And it turns out it's the thing that is my undoing. So Grodd becomes a dumbass, and they win.
Okay.
And then they all hang out. Oh, and then because Barry and Reed didn't team up, Barry and Reed play like 25 or like 300 games of chess at the same time.
Okay. Is Barry any good at chess?
Well, this book wants you to think that like Barry's like super smart. And I'm like, he's intelligent, but he's not super smart, but whatever. Like, he's a strategist and he's intelligent and he deals with multiversal like threats and stuff like that.
Now
so,
I'm
like,
just imagining like Johnny and Wally hanging out together.
Yeah, that would have been great.
What a disaster.
Yes, what a great story.
Like, oh no.
But it's fine. Like,
okay.
But
we definitely broke
everything. Like, we got to go. Like, yeah. I mean, I want to see like Wally and Johnny go back in time in the DC universe.
Yes.
But this is fun. It's a cute story. The art's great. The story's fun. Again, like, it's the lowest stakes in terms of like whatever. But like, this is what I want. I want to see these characters interact.
Yes.
Though I've never asked for a Flash Fantastic Four crossover. I appreciate that they did one, and that they were like, "How about this?" And I can feel there's someone at the editorial level, either DC or Marvel, who's like, I think there's no surprise to me.
Yeah.
The Marvel one is get the guys that you want to see crossing over in a book that doesn't matter. And DC goes, let's do a crossover you have never seen and probably would never see. Because Marvel's like, oh yeah, Thor and Captain Marvel. Yeah, duh. Lightning guys, put them together, boom. That's the thing. People have been asking for that. Both camps have always wanted to see that. Here you go. And Marvel's and DC's like, how about the Fantastic Four? Like, that'd be fun.
Right?
It's like, would it? And this book proves, yes. Like, it would be fun. Though surprising. It makes me wonder, will they do this again? And if so, you know, when they're doing the Superman Spider-Man crossovers, are we going to see an assload of Superman Spider-Man crossovers? Like, is Superman going to team up with somebody, you know, in an Infinity comic or something? Will Spider-Man be in more of these?
Right.
Probably Miles and Static makes a lot of sense at some point, which means they probably won't do it.
See, aren't you surprised now, knowing that they're doing the Superman one, that they didn't save the Crypto Jeff?
Yes.
For that?
I think I would imagine, can't say that I think because I don't know this, you know, I know people who made these things and I can't like, and I want to put anybody in trouble. I'll just say there's a good chance that they only got to do one. You know, they're like, we're doing the Crypto Jeff one for the first one because I don't know if we're ever going to.
Right. Okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Okay.
Like, especially because there is no Superman one, right? Like, they're like, we have a contract for Batman, Deadpool, and Deadpool, Batman. I don't know if we can do Spider-Man, Superman. So let's just do the Jeff one now.
Okay.
Especially because there's a movie with Crypto in it. But But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, they're trapped behind like subscription services, but these are ads for subscription services.
Sure.
So,
but it was a lot of fun.
But it was a lot of fun. You get to see Grodd fight the Fantastic Four. It's a great cover. It's a great
cover.
It's a great cover. The Thor Shazam one is actually a pretty good cover, but it's like, it's what you'd expect as opposed to being like, this fun pulpy.
Yes.
cover.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
Batman Dark Patterns. I read this. It's great. It's the end. Hayden Sherman and Dan Waters.
How was the end?
Beautiful. It's great. It's all about fire. So fire was the motif / theme / concept. So like Sherman just went for it. Like there are flame covers. There are flame panels. There's like almost incidental mythology, like because Batman's like he's sick and he's tired and he's exhausted and he's dealing with this thing and he's young. It's inexperienced. It's early Batman. And there's a beautiful key moment that I just absolutely adore because Batman's like burning building. He's got to save somebody. He's got to get out of there. He's tired. And he's explaining it later where he's like, I just, my brain turned off. My body took over. I just needed to leave the room. Like like my human senses kicked in. I was just like, I need to leave a room that's on fire. And I don't know how I did it. I don't remember how I did it. And like eyewitnesses said that they saw you on the roof. Like they were on the roof, like Batman and his, like the person he rescues. I'm not going to spoil anything about that, but like they get there and Gordon's talking about like, we saw eyewitnesses that saw you. Basically Batman, like he gets to the edge of the roof and the fire is coming and Batman just turns and puts his hand out. Like just tells the fire to stop, and it does. And Batman talks about later where he's like, fire is unpredictable. You never know what it's going to do. And like, so he's like, and Batman's like, that did not happen. Like he does not want anyone thinking that he's magic or, and he doesn't want to admit that he was so delirious and messed up that he just like, I don't have anything against, I can't do anything against this. I'll just ask it to stop.
Please.
Just no. Like Batman commands the elements. That's exactly what Batman's supposed to be. Like that's what these books are supposed to be. That's what the regular Batman book is supposed to feel like, where it's just like, here's another story. It's like, oh geez, another story with Alfred and Gordon and Batman and Gotham and a guy who like sets fires or has a skin condition. And yet you get these really powerful, beautiful stories. Like again, there's an entire arc about a puppet.
Yep.
So
and a
good.
Building.
And a building. This is the Griffin sounds. It's so great. And now it's over. There'll be another one. I think there'll be
when the Fire Nation attacks.
But it's great. I really enjoyed the series. It's a fantastic book. I can't wait to get the whole damn collection.
Yeah.
It didn't need to have like a running through line. And I think that the main villain was weak sauce. Like it wasn't like, it was more like, oh, okay. It's very Arthur Conan Doyle. Where it's like, it's me, the person you least expected because there's no reason to suspect me. But like, yeah, fucking, it's Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
it's modern Sherlock Holmes.
Okay,
nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean that's
a high praise for
Batman. Yeah,
that's Batman. All right, it's Batman, and he's coming to get you. So yeah,
I'm just laughing about Chad being like Alfred and Iroh. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, where are these crossovers?
Yes, our sons.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, tell us about this.
Ultimate Black Panther number 22 drop, written by Brian Hill with art by Carlos Nito. And I gotta tell you, this
is pretty neato.
This was a great issue. Like
you were singing its praises after you read it at my house.
Yeah, at your house.
No,
I came over your house.
You came over my house.
We hung out.
Yeah, it was fun.
You showed me your room. I was like, this is neat.
Yeah, it's a real mess.
Looked at your choice. It's fun.
You're like, a lot of my stuff is here.
Yeah, this looks like a lot of my stuff. It's weird. Yeah, similar tastes. Listen, wild stuff's been happening in this book, and it's only getting wilder as we're clearly coming to an end.
Sprinting headlong.
Absolutely. Storm clearly carrying the child of T'Challa.
Oh no! Yeah.
But that happens like real fast.
Sure.
Like unnaturally.
Fast.
And it is wild.
I almost had a Ben moment.
What?
I was gonna say what it is, but I won't.
Oh, okay. We know what it is. Like,
I don't know.
Oh,
I was gonna be like, it's Bast's child.
No, it's not. No. It's like they're trying to like the Voodoo are trying to force like this prophecy to happen, right?
Okay,
like to let the others, like those the adamantium beings come through and like or the vibranium beings come through. We're talking about adamantium.
We were talking about and in the Wolverine book, it's about like the god of adamantium. There's a lot of metal
vibranium.
Gods.
No, we know what it is. No, Bass does play a role in this, and we get a little more Sorcerer Supreme.
Yay! This character, we hardly knew ye.
Yes, she's still here. She utilizes Seekers. There's going to be a price for it, but it's like done in a cool way.
Yeah,
where they're just like, we serve you, sorceress, but like for the price of assembly. And she's like, got it. I can cover it.
I can cover it.
Needless to say, again, Hill shows us a conversation between two adults that I really appreciate. Like, yes, you're constantly reading conversations between adults in comic books, right? But this just feels like an adult conversation between T'Challa and Killmonger.
Yeah.
Where they're like talking about like how like, oh, like we're gonna go right off because like Inan is like, you better just go get ready.
Okay.
Because like when these guys get back, you gotta go. Because I know that's like that Aurora's alive, but like they're clearly masking her powers, and I don't know what's happening, right? So they're like literally just waiting around, ready to jump into action, and they're taking a minute to talk. But the fact that like she's like, they're like, wait, what's the price? Charles like, what's this price? Like, what are you doing? And she's like, the fact is, you don't care.
Well, you got me there.
She's like, your kingdom's about to be invaded by a cosmic Armageddon. Aurora's been captured by zealots. And you're in league with Mother Bast, like mastering dark vibranium. Like, let you worry about your problems.
Right, let me handle my thing.
And let me take care of this, you know? Fair enough. Like, she even like Killmonger's like, what the hell's up with them? And he's like, what do you care?
Yeah.
She's like, you just want her home safe. And like later on, he's like, I mean, she wasn't wrong. That is accurate. I mean, like,
I can't argue with that.
I really don't care. Like, you're right. And like, as they're walking, and like Killmonger goes like, do you love her? Like Aurora?
Yeah.
And get this, T'Challa's like, no.
Oh.
He's like, I wanted her at the same time she wanted me. That's all.
Oh wow.
And I was like, ouch. Ooh, okay. Very adult though.
Maybe he was just saying that to hurt Killmonger.
I don't know, or like to be like, no, it's cool. Like she's yours.
She's yours. Yeah.
And then Killmonger's like, does like, okay, I know.
Right?
Does she know?
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like, I told her.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, we've covered that before.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, like no, love does not what this throne is all about.
Yeah,
he's like that's not what keeps the Wakanda Wakandans strong. He's like, this is a union of power and leadership. Like we've grown to appreciate each other. And Killmonger just looks really sad.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
and he looks at him. He's just like, you must be so lonely. And I was like,
yeah, that's very Killmonger.
This conversation is spectacular. Like this is worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
Like alone, where I'm just like, look at these two adults just being like talking about complex relationships,
right, and like in such different places.
Yes, and like just being honest with each other, which I don't know if he's being honest about like love or not, because I think legitimately T'Challa doesn't know it.
Right? Yeah, like, I wouldn't know it if it bit me in the head.
Like yes, he's no idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, they get the call. They jump on the new bikes that Shuri made because she's like, ready. She's like ready for war. She's like, let's go. So they're like riding off. We see Aurora, and they're like, the Voodoo is like, yeah, like spouting off. I don't want to like go too much into that.
Sure.
But just spouting off how it's just like, she calls her goddess. She's like, you did a goddess's work earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And she calls her like, you're a storm, which I was like, oh, no, I don't think we've ever actually called her it, right?
Yeah.
And like that, like now all she's here, like they're keeping her alive because they want the king to come.
Yes.
So they can
her
take
child.
No, the king, like to have T'Challa come so they can take him off the board. Like that's your last role, is you're going to get him here.
Oh.
So needless to say, he shows up, but like while she's waiting, Bast like shows up to Aurora, and it's just like she goes, she says whatever, and then like Storm goes like, Aurora goes, who are you? And Bast just repeats, who are you? What are you? And she's just like, you're better than this. There's a power you're afraid of, but it's like, Voodoo is right. Like it's in there. You better use it.
Mm-hmm.
You better use this, and you better make them freaking like wish they hadn't said those words to you. Like get go, be the storm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, Bast is making moves
Bast
here.
is like, yeah, like my new emissary that's coming.
Yeah,
will never be more powerful.
Yeah, like here comes. Like you and like you're with it now. You're part of this. You are part of this.
Yeah.
T'Challa and Killmonger like attack or are attacked by the Voodoo-Con, like it's a trap essentially.
Sure.
And like Killmonger gets like ripped open.
Oh no.
And like
disemboweled, you might say.
He gets like real he takes like a hit real bad and like T'Challa's really upset about it. Like,
yeah,
it's really, like I'm like,
you're the closest thing I have to a friend,
right? And like a brother in a way.
Kind of sad.
Right? And like he just like goes like, huh, and he shoves his hands up into the Voodoo-Con's like stomach.
Ooh.
Well, the Voodoo-Con representative. I can't remember what her name is. I think it's Imala.
Okay.
Like Matron Imala or something like that. And he just like pulls her in and he's just like, you chose the wrong god. And I was like, that's dope.
Yeah.
And then
sick.
like Aurora shows up and she has become
the Storm.
She has become Storm.
Yay.
And I'm like, and she looks dope. Right? She just looks amazing. Like they put her in this cool costume because like she was birthing their god, right? So that she's awesome. While that's happening, Bast comes to Killmonger. And Bast is like, I can heal an arcane wound, right? And he's like, who are you?
Right.
He's like, she's like, I'm Bast, who you chose not to believe in, but I am patient.
Ooh.
So Bast is putting together a team, right? So this is like Bast's Avengers has shown up, and I'm like, yes,
my Panthers.
Yes, I am so thrilled with this, and it's like if you've been reading along, like this, like
it's a reward.
This is such a reward. This is such a reward. Like I've enjoyed this story, but to be here to see where these three characters were to where they are is such a delight.
Yeah,
such a treasure to see Bast like just being a major part of this as we're coming to the end. And I'm like, now I'm just like, what? Why is everybody sleeping on this book? Like, why y'all sleep on this book?
They slept on it. It's over.
Yes,
the book's over.
It's over.
It's like 2 issues left, maybe.
Yes, and like or however many it is, but it's like I am like ride or die with this book right now. I am 1,000% ride or die with this book. This issue is just so spectacularly done, and it's just literally like you can feel we are coming to that. Is it the denouement of a movie?
Yeah,
like we're at that, like we're at the peak, and then we're going to be coming down to that. Like
exactly.
we're reaching that. Going down to the denouement, which I think is the ending.
I believe so, yes.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've had to use that terminology. But like we're watching a film.
Yes.
Like in comic books, but like done in the best way. Because we've talked about that before. People like will use a comic sometimes to pitch a movie.
Yeah.
But this is just him utilizing that type of tight storytelling.
Right.
Just love it. Like Hill has just done such a great job with this book.
Yeah.
And I'm like so delighted that this is like one of my first introductions to the world of like Black Panther.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I know it's not lore accurate to what's going on in the main continuity, but I've had such a joy in getting to know this version of these characters.
Is this the absolute Wonder Woman of the Ultimate Universe?
It might
where it's like
I don't know
where it's like just do this now.
I can't say that for sure because I like at least with Wonder Woman's like I have I've read a few like entries into Wonder Woman's like main continuity.
Yeah,
I can't say that for sure having not really read many entries into Black Panther's main continuity, so I can't say like just throw that all away because it's like I don't know what it is. But this is just so strong.
You can make this movie or animated movie or whatever.
Oh my gosh, that would be so spectacular.
Yeah,
so spectacular. Love this book. Love this book. When it comes, like it's already been coming out in trades.
Yeah, we got volume 3. It's over there.
Hopefully one day it'll have its own omnibus. You should read this. It's a good story. I know people are like, I don't understand why it's like this or why it's paced like this. It's like because it's doing a movie. Yeah. Movies don't start off like hitting the ground usually at like 60 miles an hour. You build up to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta like have these character moments.
Yeah.
He
said
built
it was gonna be Dune, basically. And it's like it's delivered.
He built a spectacular world within just like 22 issues.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm
off the soapbox.
Now, when it comes to X-Men and Black Panther, would these just be would back issues be a miniseries of Black Panther, or would it be just one episode where you just 3 hours where you just do all of Black Panther?
I mean, I would love to just do it all at once.
I think so.
I feel like it's got to be a one and done.
I think it has to. I don't think anyone's showing up for fucking.
But like, I also just want y'all to go out and read this.
Yes.
Like, I really do. Like, don't sleep.
Sells the book.
I hope so. It's just like this has been so freaking good. Ugh. Anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, wrapping up, I read this book and I think quite a few people did, despite the critical acclaim or whatever the opposite of that is. But Batman. Did you know that there's still a series called Batman that's happening outside of the other Batman series, like Batman 162? Whenever Hush ends, that'll be the last issue of the previous volume of Batman, whose next volume is now in its fourth issue. Like, okay, fine. Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee. I don't know why anyone thought this book was going to come out on time. This is part who cares about Hush 2. Batman versus the Bat Family. The Batman family will be irrevocably changed, despite the fact that whatever status quo Red Hood was in or will be in that would launch his miniseries or series will be canceled by the first issue. Like, the whole thing is just a disaster. I have an idea for you. You need to Elseworlds this. Like, you have to say this did not happen.
Yes.
Because not only is it terrible,
yes,
but no one wants the status quos that are being set up by this book.
Right.
And it only hinders the people making the books that are featuring the characters that are going to be hindered in this series.
Yes.
Matt Fraction does not want to be hamstrung by whatever the hell is going on in this. Whoever would take over for a Red Hood book after that Red Hood book got canceled after the first issue doesn't want to do this status quo, I promise you. You're going to kill Huntress. No one wants that. What a waste of time and effort. Also, Jim Lee could be drawing cooler stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to make Jim Lee do a monthly book that comes out every 4 months, draw something cool or something people want to see. This whole issue is Batman fights the Bat Family, which I've seen 4 or 5 times already in the last 10 years. And none of them were satisfying. And for no explicable reason whatsoever. Batman was had to save the Joker's life because Hush hurt the Joker mortally. So Batman is put in a position where only he can save the Joker's life or kill him. So he chooses to save him, and the Bat Family's like, boo, you were wrong. And so they fight him and they chase after him. And in order to stop them, he needs to exploit their greatest weaknesses, but all he does is really just brutalize Barbara. So he's fighting Barbara in the last issue. In this issue, he paralyzes her temporarily, but it floods her emotions with memories of having been paralyzed. So it'll cripple her mentally and physically until it wears off, but she may never forgive me. It's like, no one cares. No one cares about this. He's fighting Dick. It's going to hurt him too. It's just also Damian and Bane are teaming up like Bane didn't kill Alfred in front of him.
So who's writing this?
Jeff Loeb. So, yes. And I think there's actually a part of me that thinks, because there's moments in here that are very evocative of All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder, written by Frank Miller with art by Jim Lee. I think there's like a part of Jeff Loeb / company who are trying to like remind you of this, like of All-Star Batman, where it's like goofy and stupid. Like, I think they want you to think of it where it's like anything could happen. And also it's balls to the wall and like, turn your brain off and stop like criticizing this. Like, I don't know. It's really bad. And it's not Jim Lee's best work. That's the worst part of it. All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder is a joke. And maybe some of the best work of Jim Lee's career. Like, I've hardly seen its equal when it comes to what Lee was producing on that book. Like, if you gave me an oversized edition that had no words in it, I would buy it.
An artist edition?
An artist edition of All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder, yes. This thing is not worth anyone's time. It's just a poor showing. And it's not like, no one is looking good here. Batman looks bad, the Bat Family looks bad, the artist looks bad, the writer looks bad. Like, no one's coming out on top here. It's a mistake. The problem is, I understand you're in for a penny, in for a pound. You can't cancel this book now. You can't send everybody home. You got to end it, because I think there are like plans. And when I say plans, I mean like, look, Hush, huge book. I guarantee you, hardcover, omnibus, oversized edition, black and white, absolute editions. All these things are hinged on Hush. There are multiple versions of Hush every year that add stuff from wherever. There were like wizard pages. There's extra pages that Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb made before this. There's going to be an omnibus that collects all of Hush, sans what, Hush Returns, that other story that is technically a sequel to Hush, but we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen because no one here read that. They're like, no, you have to understand, we need to finish this book. Like, because even if it sucks, it's going to be repackaged with every future iteration of Hush. So here it is. Plus, Jim Lee has already drawn like probably the next few pages of the next issue. Like, there's no way that this book is going to come out on time. There's no way this book is going to stick the landing. It's not sticking the medium. Like, it's a disaster. It is an unmitigated disaster. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, and it's not the biggest calamity I've ever seen. It's the most recent. Like, it's spectacular to see. DC is just firing on all cylinders. Like, Superman has never been more exposed on the public scale.
Yeah,
there's never been that many good Superman books out at once in a long time. While a movie was also promoting it. Batman is in a great place. We just finished one of the best series in 5-10 years. Absolutely, Batman is crushing it every single month. And we're just talking about Batman, who's the number one book, like, character in fiction. So we understand why that book would sell, but still they're doing good work. You know, DCKO is trying something different, and everybody's firing on all cylinders. This whole, like, the publishing line is doing great. And also Hush is coming out. And on a big, like, thank God that DC is not in a position where they're like, they need Hush to work. It's just, it's like this, it's like two realities are overlapping each other. We're like a financial disarray DC making Hush 2 is bleeding over on this. Like, we launched the Absolute Universe a year before we did this. Like, it's unbelievable. Yeah. It's actually kind of remarkable. Like, we can all just laugh at Hush and DC can be like, in on the joke. Like, DC could end Hush in DCKO instead. Like, they literally could just be like, like Vampirella could end the book.
Oh my God.
Samantha from Beneath the Trees that Nobody Sees just stabs Hush and then cuts him into pieces and puts them in paint cans and buries them around her freaking yard. Anyway, Hush 2 continues to do exactly what you expected. Like, I mean, who did?
Yeah. Okay.
The logo.
I know.
They just put a 2 over the U.
I know.
How lazy is that?
I know. They didn't even make the S the 2. Like, it would be backwards, but at least you would.
It would be very 2003, but at least it'd be something.
Yeah.
But no, they were like, no, the best place for the 2 is the U.
You could just not do. You cannot call.
You could just not do that.
You could not call it Hush 2.
Right, but no, because there's other Hush books. There's like Hush Returns and stuff. We can't do that. We don't want to get confused. This is Hush 2. This is the real Hush 2. It could all call it the real Hush 2, but like the decision, like it's emblematic of everything else. Like the decision to call it Hattush says that no good decisions went into this book outside of like, oh, we'll get the original creative team, which like I understand, but also like maybe don't.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's how we're ending it. What's the book of the week besides Hush 2?
I mean, listen, I really loved Event Horizon this week. I thought it was a really great showing for IDW, but I think my book of the week has to be Ultimate Black Panther. I mean, I just had such a good time with it. Again, Ultimate Wolverine was also a great book, and I definitely had some of my favorite panels this week. But Ultimate Black Panther, you saw me like being like, oh yeah, no,
it delighted. Yes. It delivered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it to Madman Dark Patterns.
Of course.
It ended. It's fantastic. Beautiful book, worth picking up. Check out the whole series. 12
Absolutely.
Issues. Not a big commitment. And so now, let's check out some super chats. Let's chat with the folks who made this episode possible.
I love it. You want me to do this part again?
Sure. Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, let's do
it. At least let's see if I can see.
Oh, just click the there.
The things.
Yep.
Okay, I think it started with Nat because I remember seeing that one first. Well, no, we got this one here.
Okay.
Or we could do that one. So yeah, we'll do that one first.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Nat Reed says, hi, Comic Pop. Hi. I wanted to give you a shout out. I've been watching back issues while doing my online schoolwork for my English degree. I'll be graduating this fall. Thanks for keeping me company. Well, thank you, Nat Reeds, for letting us be company for you. And congratulations in advance.
Congratulations. That's huge.
Keep it up and good luck to you. We'll be watching your career with great interest.
What? Did you just for Palpatine? Sorry, Senator Palpatine?
Do it.
Chancellor Palpatine?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, when he says it, he is Chancellor at that time. It's the end of the movie.
Chocobo Kid says, Tiff and Comic Pop Plays got snubbed from the Game Awards. No, he didn't, but thank you. I appreciate you. We are at war with Jeff. Danielle, sound the alarm. Get it going.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Get it going.
Christian Perez 4105 says, skip the gym to catch the live. Love you guys. What are you talking about? You can watch us at the gym. Just jump on the treadmill or the bike or the elliptical and watch us do that.
I like this
but
call.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I like this call.
Better than exercise.
It's too cold to go outside.
Yeah.
At least by us. James saying, did you read the Thor, Shazam, and Flash Fantastic Four crossovers on Marvel Unlimited and DC Universe Infinite apps? Keep up the great work.
Yes.
And Sal liked them. Did you say yes? He did. He read them and he had a good time.
You saw. You know I did.
He's been talking about him for like a while now to me.
Yeah. What are we on, Silas?
Mm-hmm.
Hope you're having a good day. You too, man. Thanks.
Thank you, Silas. Drew Pittman says, saw Predator Badlands with Dex. Dex broken tusk makes me think he might become an epoxy for the same character from the comics.
Yeah, I think he might be Broken Tusk. The fact they kept talking about his Broken Tusk, I was like, oh, is he going to become Broken Tusk? Broken Tusk is like, they didn't have names back in the day. They also weren't called Yautja back in the day. Man, that movie. We actually watched a video where like Dan Trachtenberg talked about how he wanted to call the movie Yautja or Predator Yautja, but that movie says Yautja so many times I was making fun of me. Julian Rodriguez says, happy early birthday. Forgive me for asking, how old will you be? Not calling you old or anything.
Very old. I'm ancient. Moving on.
She actually was brought to life using an ancient scripture that I found.
That's right.
She's also not human.
That's also correct. She's not. You can keep going. It's the same person.
Yeah. Well, continuing. Question for the young couple. Pros of being married. Also, Sal, like your Terminator backup. Great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you haven't already checked it out, folks, check out the first volume of Dynamite's Terminator. It's called Out of Time. That volume might come out someday, and I hope you buy it.
Well, the pros of being married? I mean, we honestly, we took, like...
We've been together for a while.
There's not been a difference.
No.
In terms of our relationship post-marriage, I think the biggest difference is how we file our taxes.
That's true.
Like, I think that
is the biggest change. Also, I don't have to worry about, like, I don't need a will.
Well, I guess
because it automatically goes to you. But
all of it.
Yeah. Someday all this will be yours.
Not if I go first.
Great. Yeah, no. I mean, the benefit obviously is like getting to be with my best friend every day.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we had that before too.
Yeah,
so it's like, I understand what the question is. The question is like, does it really change? Mm-hmm. For us, it didn't. For some people, it does. For some people, like that does change their relationship.
Adding a finality to it. People, it's like, yeah.
But for us, it was just this be us.
Precisely.
This is who we be. Shane Johnson says, I met Sal, Tiffany, and Ben at New York Comic Con at the TMNT panel that this guy moderated.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to say thank you guys for being so friendly and cool. Keep being amazing. Well, thank you
man.
so much. Thank you for being friendly and cool.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man. Thank you. Hammerhead Comedy says Batman equals Firebender confirmed. Yes. Agreed.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Cat Lawyer will defend for treat says, I don't know why I like DC.
No, unlike DC.
Oh, I don't know why. Unlike DC, let's not put words in the cat's mouth.
No.
Marvel never follows the character Bible whenever they do a comic adaptation of any of their animated shows. Am I reading this right? Yeah. Okay. Also, TMNT Godzilla was fun.
It was fun. Yeah. I forgot to talk about it. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know why. It's weird. Because Marvel didn't care.
Did you like TMNT Godzilla?
I said it already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the first.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was opening the door for a conversation.
Oh, well, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
All right, go for it. Hammerhead.
Black Label, Vertigo, Elseworlds, 3 different ways to say we can do Image 2. How dare you? I disagree. Elseworlds is supposed to be alternate takes on the character. Black Label is supposed to be adult takes on the character. Vertigo is supposed to be Image. Before Image.
Okay, fair.
Like, Vertigo is not supposed to be... Your Batman can curse now. It's supposed to be not superhero stuff. It's supposed to be completely different.
Right.
And it is now. Like the new Vertigo will be very different.
Okay.
From like what Vertigo kind of turned into before it died.
Okay. Typical Spider says, hey, I take an AVP movie where a predator gets on a whaling Yutani colony ship. And of course, there's an alien on the ship. So the predator shifts its hunt to the xenomorphs. What would you do for AVP?
I'd like to see that. At the very least, the only thing I want to see in AVP next is the Colonial Marines.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want AVP to be like we were promised.
Right.
Like I found out that the arcade that I love so much, AVP.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was supposed to be a movie tie-in, and then it was scrapped, and they were like, "Well, we still made the video game, so we're gonna do it." Yeah, like I don't want aliens invading Earth and Dutch to be a cyborg, but I would like to see like a movie where it's like a colony and there's a predator and there's aliens and like the people are dealing with it's similar to the awful movie, but like in space with Marines in it.
Okay,
but yeah,
that's fair.
Hammerhead Comedy
back. Thank you.
Ultimate Black Panther 22, and then Bash showed up and said, "Hey, universe is ending. Let's wrap this up." Issue 23, and then they did. This really sucks. Even Logan feels like they are cutting to the end.
I feel like I don't think that. Whoops, sorry, I'm back. I don't think that it feels like Black Panther is cutting itself off. I think that this is kind of just where we were naturally going, and I think it's going to be a very bombastic ending, which I think we were promised. Although there is this promise of like Shuri and like warmongering and such things. So it's like
either the movie,
which she may or may not get her war, but I mean, like I think they might be going to 24. So I'm wondering if we're going to get 23, 24. I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't looked.
I think
and then I'm wondering if Wolverine is only going to 12.
I wouldn't surprise me.
But like 12. There was not a lot of room for this. I mean, like you could do something in the wake of this issue for sure. But it would be like kind of a solo series for Wolverine.
Sure. Potentially. I mean, that's what they were. It was originally just a Wolverine book.
Kind of like an Old Man Logan-y kind of thing, maybe.
Cool.
I don't know. I feel like you could do something like that, like a Ronin, like single Wolverine story.
Yeah.
I think that could be there. Hulkzilla says, would a Yautja survive taking shots every time? Sal says, Yautja. Also, I propose a Gargoyles Dr. Druid crossover. Oh, you jerk.
You monster. Yeah. And yeah, predators can handle their liquor, I think.
We don't know. Maybe they treat their bodies like temples.
I doubt it. Hammerhead Comedy, Thor and Shazam versus Arceus.
Arceus. I think it's a Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
It's a big Pokemon.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. There we go. Done.
I mean, that's more or less what like Mr. Mime was, I assume.
Mr. Mime? You know who Mr. Mime is.
Yeah. Anyway. Where's Detective Pikachu 2? Movie looked incredible.
You're like, I want to live in that world.
I do want to live in the Pokemon world. I don't even like Pokemon, but I'd like.
You do too.
Not like people do.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true.
You're like, what's my favorite Pokemon? Exactly.
So it's Pikachu.
Probably.
Oh, you don't have a favorite Pokemon. That's
not really.
Dude, this is part of marriage. You still learn new stuff.
Exactly.
Marriage does not make it.
No, it's Gengar. No, I'm kidding. Just to annoy you. Yeah.
Who's my favorite Pokemon?
Oh man, that's Bulbasaur.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, well, you love all kinds of Pokemon.
I do. I really, really do. But like 9 times out of 10, it's Bulbasaur, not
Ivysaur.
Or Venusaur. And it's definitely not Venusaur.
Ivysaur
is fine. Bulbasaur is my favorite. It's just the right proportions. Exactly. It's the proportions. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Anyway.
Tom MD51 says, I've been reading 90s X-Men and I like the style of the text more compared to today's comics. Gives the book more character when it's not so clean.
I agree. It's something we've lost, but and they when they try to approximate it, it just looks like either sloppy or wrong. I agree with you.
Interesting. Whoops. I made them all go away.
Made them all go away.
They're here. They're right here. We're fine. And we're on
Shadows of Faith.
One. Yeah, we are.
Says, currently with my wife at the hospital, about to have our second born.
Wow.
Thanks for keeping me company as we wait to be admitted. Well,
oh my gosh.
Hopefully you already were admitted, and this episode is a real landmark and milestone for you and your second born. Thanks for letting us be a part of your special day.
Congratulations to you. Hopefully ahead of time and not like it didn't happen super fast, but
No, you want it to happen as fast as humanly possible.
Well, you want to be admitted.
Yeah.
You want to get in there. So hopefully you're already admitted. You're settled in the room.
Yep, everybody's
and hopefully
got what they need.
Everyone's healthy.
Yeah.
Everyone stays healthy.
Toes. Keep it up, man.
Everybody involved is in a good place.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us be there with you.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello to the doctors and nurses.
Sorry.
Don Weasel Yeehaw edition. I got it.
Yeah, you did.
Hi, ComicPop. Was wondering if y'all are reading the Kryptonite Spectrum. It's my favorite book right now, and issue 4 is an absolute treat.
No, I didn't even really know about that one. It was not on my radar, so I'm sorry for that.
I've seen it. I just thought it was something you were reading. Like,
No.
It's funny. It's like I like the ideals of Superman. I don't usually read Superman.
Yeah,
and I don't know why.
Yeah,
I think I'm most like most people.
Yeah, I like a singular vision. So for me, I'm like, well, Williamson's taking over Superman, so I'm not going to read the other stuff. So I stay away because usually they're like, well, I want to do my own thing, so I'm going to do over here, and I'm like, oh, I like what's going on here, so I'm going to stick with that.
But it might be worth maybe just seeing what it's about. Definitely, for sure. Yeah. All right.
Oh, they just got let in, and now I wait to be let in the room.
Woo!
Congratulations!
Yay! Congrats!
Right?
You got a room.
Yeah,
this is important. This is an important. Well, you know it.
Yeah, you've been there already.
This is your first time. You got this. All right.
Typical Spider, my bad if this was discussed. Did you see that Marvel DC released 2 more crossover issues exclusive to the apps? Yes, we did, and we talked about it.
Yes, Sal read them and talked about them, so hopefully you go back, you can check that out. He actually did get both subscriptions so that he could
read that stuff. They got me. Now
you're locked in.
Yeah.
They gotcha.
Yeah, I actually wasn't sure what I was doing. I was like, should I pay the year? I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, let's recommend some books that are coming out this week that we think you should check out, huh?
Heck yeah. Absolute Flash number 9 is going to be dropping. I'm liking this book. I think it's good.
I know you do. DC Marvel Batman Deadpool number 1 is dropping this week.
Is it?
Yep.
I hadn't heard about it.
I've read it. It's amazing. Read it. Enjoy it. Don't spoil it. Batman Superman World's Finest 45 threatens Luthor and Joker teaming up. That'll be fun.
Ooh. That's like
Amazing Spider-Man 16. We'll see.
Okay. I will read One World Under Dune number 9. I kind of fell off this. Like, that magic thing left such a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know why that's the thing that's gotten me. Like, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Wonder Woman 27. I'm reading this, so we'll see.
All those rats. Jesus.
I know.
New Gods number 12. Rom V. I'm there.
I kind of fell off Punisher Red Band. We'll see if I catch up if I have time. But Captain America 5, I also fell off on this. So I'm going to try and catch up on both those books. We'll see.
I'm not reading Justice League Red. I just want to shout out the fact that Deadman's on a cover.
Yeah. Is he the red part?
I'm just saying, good on you, Deadman. I feel like you like randomly show up on covers.
It's true. Predator Kills the Marvel Universe number 4.
Here it is. Oh,
Nova's getting a book.
Godzilla's still destroying the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, he is.
He's in number 5.
Jed McKay is writing Nova the Centurion number 1.
Uh-oh.
So I guess you're reading Nova.
Dang. I don't know. You know what? I was like, I don't know anything about Nova. Like, that stopped me the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? We all know it didn't.
No, it did not.
What the heck?
If you're enjoying Casey Jones, it's a good book. Casey Jones number 2 is dropping, as well as Spider-Man Holiday Spectacular number 1.
Ooh.
Good use of spectacular and calling your thing a holiday spectacular. It involves crew like Rainbow Rowell and Paco Medina and Lucas and Luciano Vecchio.
Nice. I want to give a shout out to the Twilight Zone number 2.
Oh yeah.
This time written and drawn by Tom Scioli. So I'm going to check that out. Yes, there is a Twilight Zone book. IDW is putting it out. Each issue, I think, is a different creative team or individual in this case.
Yep.
Just doing like a one shot, like an episode of the Twilight Zone. First book felt very much like the Twilight Zone. Yeah. So I say if you're interested in that at all, or you just like, fun short form sci-fi horror dystopian whatever type of thing from the Twilight Zone that it might be about, you might want to check this out for sure.
Star Trek Godzilla number 2 is dropping. That'll be fun. And there is a second part to Harley Quinn Elvira, so I'm gonna see about that. Yeah, I thought it was only a one shot, but I didn't realize that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that will do it for me, I think.
I had to go. I was behind.
I think
I'm behind everybody. I'm behind.
Comic News 17 is dropping. The series is over, or at least the publication is over. He's ending it. So.
We got to get that issue. Please get me this.
Try to find it.
Please get me this. Do you see what it's about?
No.
It's called Peeping Vaughn.
Oh no, Brian K. Vaughan.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
please find me.
How I'm gonna find that.
Please find me that. I would like that very, very much. I think that might be it for me, at least that I can find to chat about. That doesn't mean it's the only things I will be reading. But yeah.
Yeah. And we have one final super chat.
Yeah, we do. Oh man. Oh, also, I guess for those who are big Robert Kirkman fans, Capes is getting issue 1 as seen on TV in Invincible.
Oh,
if folks are interested in that, I just want to put it on your radar.
Yeah.
Right. If folks are interested in that, it is written by Robert Kirkman with art by Mark Englert. I think that's how you say that person's name. Cool. I don't know. The last super chat is from Typical Spider saying, also Marvel Unlimited subs get 30 days of DCU Infinite free.
Interesting.
Love the collaboration.
What? That's amazing.
You're like, oh no.
Damn it.
Heard you reviewed the books. I'll catch it on the rewatch. ComicPop. Woo!
Woo to you too. Thank you so much. That's actually the best advertising I've seen for that thing. So
well done, Typical Spider. You just nailed the advertisement.
Damn right.
Freaking amazing.
Appreciate you, man. And we want to thank you so much for hanging out with us. Of course, if you want to check out Tiffany playing video games on youtube.com/ComicPopPlays or twitch.tv/ComicPop, whichever one you prefer. Just go onto those channels and check them out. Links in the description below this video. We appreciate you. Thank you so much to our super chatters for sponsoring today's show.
Heck yeah.
Our chat for being cool and respectful in the chat as well, as always. And of course, we want to see more. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications so you know when we go live. And we'll be having a whole bunch of podcasts coming out over the next 2 weeks. The first one should drop I think tomorrow is dropping. So we'll do Tuesday, Sunday, and then Tuesday, Sunday again, and then Tuesday, Sunday. We're going to have a whole bunch of podcasts coming out during the week of Thanksgiving, or at least leading up to / encompassing Thanksgiving.
Love it.
Just to kind of give you a little extra for the holidays.
Yeah, something to listen to.
Check those out. If you haven't heard of them, you'll enjoy them. They're a lot of fun. Anything else?
That's all we got.
Well, then we want to thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys next time with another episode. I'm Sal.
And I'm Tiffany.
Keep reading.
Bye, guys.